Hello,
Hello.
viewers.
Friends,
Come join.
welcome. Probably give people a minute to come join us, but
I know you all have some very important plans tonight, but I'm glad that you canceled those to come here and share in our adventure
yes,
to save the pets.
pets. Pets is our
Ignore that.
pets
I went
is
to hit
our.
the TikTok and it went off.
Oh
Dog Cancun. That is so funny.
I realized on the overlay we're like so far away from each other.
no.
Rip.
Okay. Well, if we're ready to start some announcements before we start getting into it, I think that would be a good time to start now. Yeah. So, uh, welcome everybody to a one shot that your DM, am hosting. And as you can tell from the title of our stream, it is Save the Pets, search and rescue mission for one Miss Bertha Harrington and her exotic pets. But before we really get into that, a couple announcements that I want to make. So we have our YouTube channel up and running now. Thank you to Jay for doing that. It is amazing. We got part 1 and part 2 of our first episode of the campaign up on there. So go ahead and watch that. We kind of separated into 2 parts because it was a little bit longer, easier for you guys to digest because we know you guys have lives as well. So yeah, go check that out. Jay, is there any other episodes on there yet, or just that one? Just the 2.
Tomorrow morning we will have Ashley's one shot up there.
Perfect.
And then
Yay.
episode 2 will be coming shortly.
Yes, Luana, we have ads. Your ads don't ever look as good as this, just so you know. They'll never come to you looking as good as they do here. Okay, so that being out of the way now, also too, I will give everybody a heads up. Apologize for any sort of streaming issues or anything like that we might have in tonight's session or future sessions with either audio or video. We're all still kind of new at this, working on it. So please just bear with us. That being said, if there happens to anything go wrong when it comes to video or audio, like you guys can't hear us or can't see us, please let us know or let Jay know. That way he can kind of fix that up for us real quick. So thank you to him. Also, big thank you to him for hosting tonight's stream. So thank you, Jay. That is most appreciated, as we just kind of threw it on him literally last minute. So that's that. We do have everybody's TikToks up on the screen there, so go follow them. Go check everyone out. They're all amazing people. You all know that by now. And yeah, we also hit affiliate for Twitch. So thank you guys so much for that. That is incredible. Super excited for that. So thank you so much for the support. Hopefully you guys continue to enjoy it. We will be trying to put a little bit more of the little highlights on our Arcane Adventures TikTok, as well as our daily or weekly content that we put on from all of us. And I think with that being said, that takes care of all of our announcements for tonight. So, TikTok, as well as our... Without further ado, let's get into it.
All right.
So we have 3 adventurers who were summoned or requested from their guild by a Miss Bertha Harrington. Now she is an eccentric, rich, older woman who enjoys the company of animals instead of other humans for the most part. Now in the letter, it just kind of describes that she's in dire need of help, as some of her babies have gone missing and desperately needs you to help her find them. So she asks you to come to her mansion in the woods, to her estate, and get a little bit more details from there. So can we have our adventurers describe what their character looks like and just a little bit about them. So starting with our druid in the top right corner, Tigrid. So do you want to describe a little bit about your character?
Yeah. So Tigrid is, I mean, obviously a halfling. With, stop me if I'm wrong, green skin and blue hair. So yeah, Tigrid is a halfling who is kind of like older, probably in his like 30s. Very much walks with. He's kind of the mom friend. He walks at the back of the group, keeps an eye on everybody. Wearing leather armor, carries a quarterstaff and a shield, and yeah, that's basically. Tigrid's a druid as well. That's a big class. Yeah.
Okay. So moving on to Tillet.
Tillet, that's me. Tillet is a 20-year-old halfling druid. He's also got green skin and blue hair. He's the twin brother of Toddle and also the younger brother of Tigrid. And he carries a scimitar and a wooden shield, as well as some leather armor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I said halfling, right?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay.
Perfect. And last but not least, Tottle.
Tottle is also a 20-year-old halfling. She is the twin to Tillet and the younger sister to Tigrid. She also wears leather armor. She carries a quarterstaff and has some spears on her back, as well as her little wooden shield that she carries. And she is a little annoying.
Okay. So, with that being said, our adventurers make their way through the forest and arrive at this very large and glamorous estate. The gardens are full of color, with flowers ranging with variety of different species and varieties, crossing all the colors of the rainbow you could ever think of. Very beautifully put, very artistic, and very large grand doors at the front of this massive estate. As you arrive to it, what would you guys like to do first?
Tillet is going to be staring up at it because he's never seen a building as majestic as this one before. Wow, I can't believe this. Most of us, the buildings I've seen before have just been little, straw huts and sometimes bricks if you're rich for my clan. But yeah, this is crazy. Have you seen anything like this before, Tigrid? I guess not. You've never been off the island either.
Not in the 10 years you weren't around, no.
All right, come on, boys. I bet they have money in there. I'm going to walk right straight. Toddle's going to walk straight to the front of the house.
All right.
Now,
Are you
Toddle.
gonna knock on the door then?
Hmm?
Are you gonna knock on the door then?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
All right. A couple moments later, after you knock on this giant wooden door, the door starts to creak open as a little Kenku by the name of Dog opens up the door.
What is that? What is
Oh,
that?
hi, cutie.
It
Well, aren't you precious?
Pats it on the top of the head.
just
How?
Wait, how
How
tall
tall are
is
Kenku?
Dog?
Yeah.
They average 4 feet.
4 feet?
average
Okay,
four-
you're tall. She reaches up and pats you on the top of the head.
Yeah, you're bigger than we are.
You're so cute.
Should I be drawing my weapon? What is that thing?
Dog's just gonna start pointing inside.
No.
Okay. She's gonna walk right in.
Till it, put the weapon away. It's a kenku. It's a race of bird folk. We need not hurt them.
Okay. If you say so.
Come on, Tillet.
No sudden moves, you hear me?
Dog is gonna lead them over to Bertha, and and just going to go over and say,
So, as he leads you to Madame Harrington, there's another small Kenku, just chit-chatting with her, by the name of Cat.
I scoped all the poop.
You did what, buddy?
Hold on. What?
Can you say that again?
So the short old lady, she's decked out in a massive amount of jewelry, like over the top, bracelets all on her hand, very, very well dressed, but very, very old. Her hair silver in this like little tight bun, and she looks at you and says, "Oh, welcome, dearies. You must be the adventurers they sent me."
Yes.
That we are.
There was some word about missing animals.
Oh, yes, my poor babies. Come, let's go talk outside. So she leads you out through this grand hall and into her courtyard. So it's this wide open, vast space, like green space. Little walls, like rock walls that don't go up too high. They're more just there for basic reasons. Any average height person is able to. It comes up to about their abdomen, but she's super short. So like she's almost about your halfling height.
Does Cat Dog follow us?
Yes, cat dog follow. Cat and dog follow you guys. As you see this giant, almost greenhouse looking building out in the back. So like kind of glass. And she leads you through this courtyard and into the building, and inside you see this wide variety of animal species that in this giant ecosystem that has multiple different settings or like environments. So you've got this kind of hot looking deserty sort of area, and then you've got like a very lush, almost foresty area, and then you see this giant kind of almost like a lake, but not as obviously because it's in a bit of a confined space. It's almost like a giant pond, if you will, but imbued with some sort of magic that it goes so far down that it's almost the bottom of the sea. So you see displacer bees kind of roaming around. You see a Pegasus flying with hippogriffs in the air. You see a few actually dinosaurs that are kind of roaming around. You see Stegosaurus.
Tunnel. I recognize those.
Look at this.
No idea what any of the rest of these are, but what? Oh my
They're
gosh.
dinosaurs.
Just like Bessie back at the farm.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've seen some of my pets before, yes?
Oh yes.
Wonderful
Yeah.
creatures they are. But however, a few of them have gotten out. Now, I'm missing about 5 of my babies. Now you've got Elisa. Oh, she is quite energetic, that one. Little antenna on her head, yellow in color. You can't miss her. And then there's Blaine, the hot-headed Blaine, who's got the most fiery personality you could ever imagine. Full of spunk, that one. But such a troublemaker, too. Oh, and then my little Galicia. She's a little cold, that one, but a little shy. But she comes around and she just warms my heart. Oh, and then there is Clay. He's a tough one, but he's a big softy underneath, under that tough exterior. And then my little Sabrina, she's a tricky one, that one. Even though she may be small, she is quite the force. Now,
Sorry, which one was the
Yes.
first one again?
Elisa, or Alyssa,
Okay.
Okay.
whichever is easier for you to say.
Eliza.
Sure.
Alexa.
Eliza.
You wouldn't happen to know any? Do you have any books or anything? More information about these creatures, because they don't sound like anything I've ever seen before.
Oh, no, they are quite rare, these ones. Very magical beasts. There's not much text on them. They are probably the last of their species.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Hence, I have in my home, I have taken in many different animals, especially the endangered ones, to help protect them. They are just the loves of my life. Much easier than people,
Oh, we know.
We know that. Yes.
Now, I know my two servants here. They have little information of where they could possibly be. So please take them with you, and they should be able to help.
Okay.
What are these things?
Oh, they're known as Kenku, dear.
Kenku?
Yes.
And what
Kenku.
is that flying thing up there? She's pointing at the Pegasus.
Oh,
As
that,
she, as she points to the Pegasus, Cat will just look up at the fact that it's flying and go, huh.
She kind of, before answering, she'll kind of look at Ken.
no need to be jealous, dearie. You were perfectly well as you are. Again, pat your head. But that is a Pegasus. Now, she looks like a normal horse, but she was gifted with the power of flight.
Oh, did you give her the gift, the present, on her birthday?
No, dearie, I didn't.
Oh.
She was just born like that.
I got this on my birthday, and she holds up a dinosaur tooth.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah. Well, I got this one, and he holds up a raptor claw.
Oh!
Mine's better than yours.
No, mine's better than yours. Mom said, yeah.
Are we really 20 years old?
I think we're safe.
I'm good to keep role playing like this, though.
Yeah.
Oh, now, dog,
Yeah.
dearie, would you mind running and going to get some of the berries for them? Yes. Go, dear.
I'm just gonna take off.
moments later, he returns and he's holding a small bag that as she takes it from him, she opens it up and says,
Oh, I guess we're don't have that many left, I suppose, but it will do for now. As she kind of holds it out to Tillet. There are 3 berries in here. Now these are what I like to give them as treats.
Oh.
We don't have very many left, unfortunately, so you'll have to make do with that. But if they were to see it, might make it a bit easier for you to convince them.
What do they taste like?
Yeah, I want to try one.
Well, if you would like to try it, then you are more than welcome to. But I do.
Look, there's
Suggest
3.
for the-
Tigrid, Talto, and Tillet. We can all have one.
Have these animals of yours, have they ever gotten out before?
No, they haven't actually. But I do suppose that it could be responsible. Blaine could have been responsible for them, as she kind of points over to a kind of melted hole in the wall. So
Oh my.
yes, like I said, he is a trouble one. He is troublesome, that one. But I love him nonetheless. Oh, and that reminds me. Give me one moment. She kind of reaches in her back pocket, or like her little bag that she has, just kind of on her hip, and she holds out a small box, and she gives this to you. This is what you can use when you find one of my darlings. Don't worry. It may look small, but they are able to fit in there, no problem at all. All you would have to do.
You mean put the animals in that?
Yes, precisely, my dear.
I bet you I could fit in that.
Big on the inside.
Yeah, you open
Bigger.
up.
Oh, let's go in.
So this little box, it's almost like a ring box, or sorry, just you open up the top of it, and inside is this glowing blue sphere that just kind of is the swirling energy that's around it. Inside, there are different ecosystems similar to what you see here. They will be there, and they will take care of themselves in there. So don't you worry about them. I do please that you bring them home safe and sound.
Well, we'll try. Yes.
Yeah.
We're good with animals.
Yeah.
I
High
can
five.
talk to them.
I'm sure.
High five. Hello.
Yeah.
Cat's gonna look at them and just go, high five!
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Lucas.
Our brother.
Uh-oh.
Do we keep the stream? It looks like he's frozen, so like we can just keep going
Yeah.
or wait for him.
Lost,
And I know they can't see Mike because I turned his camera off because he needed to do something.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Mike is not seen on purpose. Lucas says disconnected.
Yeah, and he's got
Old lady Bertha, your name was right?
yes.
Bertha Harrington.
Yes.
What? How long ago did they escape?
Oh, it was just the other night, so they couldn't have gotten far. Now,
Okay.
if I know my darlings, there's a couple places you might be able to check. There's a small lake that is just to the east, and then, of course, the forest areas north and south from here, and then to the west, we've got the mountains. I can almost assure you, Clay probably would have gotten himself over there.
Okay.
Okay. So Clay went to the west, probably.
Most likely, I don't know for sure.
Okay. How about any of the other ones? Do you think you know where they would like to, sniff around, take a nap?
Not quite sure, to be very honest with you. Alyssa would probably like to be in the forest, most likely.
Okay.
As for the others, I don't know for sure. I mean, Blaine would probably not want to go toward the lake, that's for sure.
Okay. What do they all like to eat? Other than these berries, of course.
Other than these berries, just your... Didn't think I'd get this question.
I mean,
Roll a d20 to see what they
Roll
mold.
these 20s.
Sure, I'll roll.
I was
What's
just
that? Nature. Okay.
Oh, speaking of
Just
food.
do they eat plants or meat? Like.
They are herbivores for the most part.
Okay.
Oh, again, my friend.
I like the ones with sharp teeth best, but herbivores they're all right.
Now,
Okay.
if you need to come back and rest, please come back anytime, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You gonna pay us?
Oh, handsomely, yes.
Better.
Tuttle, that's very rude.
Get rid of.
Oh, it is quite alright, dearie. Don't you worry about
When you tell her that she did something rude, she kind of like gets real flustered and blushes a little bit. She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have said anything about it. You're embarrassing me."
it. So, would you, if you wouldn't mind, I have some other animals to take care of.
Okay, I guess let's start looking.
So before she starts walking away, she'll look at cat and dog and say, "Please take care of them, won't you?"
Take care of them, won't you?
And she'll just kind of nod. That's my boys, and she'll just kind of make her way in more into the, just like the. I have call it the ecosystem. There's another
Yeah.
word I was looking for. Dome.
Greenhouse.
Biodome. Thank you.
Biosphere or something.
Thank you. That's
Um,
what word I was looking for.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
Must be smart.
I've never seen anyone so old.
Tell
I mean,
mind your manners.
Tigrid, even the elders back on the island weren't that old. How have you ever seen anybody so wrinkly?
Because we can talk about it when we're out of the house.
Tillet's gonna just look up and go, very rude. Or Cat's gonna look at Tillet. Sorry.
Oh. Oh, it talks.
Wow, that's the first word you've said.
Tigrid turns to Tilla and Tuttle and goes, "These are Kenku. They learn words by echoing. What you say will be repeated. Be careful."
Ah. She's gonna walk up and start cussing.
I'll just
Oh,
do the
man.
chicken look and then just start swearing back at her.
Oh, I like you.
I like you.
I'm gonna roast you on a spit.
Rude.
Oh, the old lady's gonna get it when she hears that one later.
I'm dying.
All right. So, Tuttle, what do you think? Want to track down some creatures?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tigrid, you can come along too if you want.
Yeah, but you better not say I'm rude.
You better not be rude.
There's
Nothing wrong with being rude as long as you get the job done.
Ah. Duh.
Ah,
Alright, so are you guys gonna make your way back out through the house and then start?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna rush over to the molten hole that's left over in Blaine's enclosure, and I'm gonna look for tracks.
Okay, roll for investigation.
Okay. Could I roll a survival instead? I'm way better at that.
Actually, you know what? Yes.
Oh, okay then.
Do that.
That was so 17 total.
17 total? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so you see a couple sets of tracks, actually. So this hole is facing west, so toward the mountains, and there you see two sets of tracks. One with like this bigger, more rounded, with like these long kind of claws going that way, as well as a very small set of footprints, very like a tiny creature made these. Soon the tiny tracks veer off, but they're both heading in the same direction. You see two other tracks. One that's almost like a dog paw print in the dirt, heading north and yeah, heading north as well. And then one other set of tracks that start off as these two, again, almost very canine-esque footprints that soon just disappear. They kind of they start and then they stop, as if it just
Oh,
What direction were they going?
It went north as well.
North as well. Okay.
Yes, and then the other set, the last set, went south and has more of a. You guys might recognize more of a smaller, like almost like a baby stegosaurus type of paw.
Okay.
oh.
That type of foot, anyway, I should say. Heading south.
Nice.
Where do you think
Well-
we should go?
I think
Which way is the wind blowing, Dylan?
Back into the enclosure.
It's blowing north,
Blowing north.
coming from the
Okay.
south and heading.
Okay. So if it's coming from the south, maybe we can sniff them out.
If you want to make let's say another survival check, you can.
Make me a sniff check.
Sniff.
I would
Yeah.
like to make. You know what? Tuttle's gonna make a sniff check. That's his go-to.
All right.
That's an 11.
11. All right. So
Love it, just sniff.
the scent that you're catching in the air, you don't get too much. You get the scent of flowers. You get the scent of just greenery, but there's a very, very faint, smoky smell.
Smoky. Smoky.
Smoke coming from the south?
Smoke.
This audio is just gonna be.
All the breathing ASMR.
Tillet, Cuddle, I think that sounds the most urgent. Let's go towards the smoke.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put out some fire.
All right.
All right.
you guys
So
are
we're gonna head south.
All right. So you guys head south, and you start noticing a almost billowing smoke cloud, kind of coming up from, I'd say, about 50 or so feet away from you, within the dense tree lines. And the smoke is getting a little bit darker as time progresses.
Okay.
So you guys just making your way down there then?
Yep. Just gonna keep going.
Downtown. Walking fast.
Okay.
Faces
So-
past. I'm not home yet.
Homebound.
So as you guys get
Busting out my
closer,
loot.
you guys get closer and closer to this smoke that you saw in the distance, and the temperature around you guys starts to increase. It's getting hotter.
It's getting hot in here. So hot.
Cat is visibly panting.
You keep your clothes on. This is no time to be messing around. I know you like that song, but come on now.
Come on,
Oh.
Tillet.
Gotta
It's
focus.
so boring.
Gotta focus talk. Come on.
Okay.
Is it getting hot in here?
It's getting hot in here.
So we keep going.
It's getting hot.
I'd like to do a perception check.
Sure thing.
Okay. That's a 9.
9. All right. So you're looking around, and the smoke's kind of getting in your eyes a little bit, so it's kind of hard for you to see. You don't notice too much, except that there are small bouts of flames erupting onto the trees. The trees
Whoa.
are slowly starting to catch fire now.
Sigrid,
Wow.
this looks bad.
How big is the fire?
The fire is it's not too much. It's just started. It seems like Um, the trees are becoming, they're like almost a quarter engulfed now.
Would you say
There's
it's
only a couple of trees at the
So
moment that are on fire.
bigger than a campfire?
Yes.
Dang it. Okay. I'm going to cast Create or Destroy Water.
Oh, sweet.
And just start using like as little bit of the, I believe it's 10 gallons that you created a first level spell slot. As little of the water as possible to put out each spot of tree or each tree. I mean, it's kind of up to you how many I'm able to successfully put out with 10 gallons, but
I mean,
yeah.
that should be enough to put. Like I said, there's only a handful of trees right now. Less than
I don't even know how much a gallon is. I just speak
Not-
in liters.
not much.
I think
Playing with the Canadians today.
Yeah,
Ashley,
could make maybe
Ashley,
a
if you know like a 4-liter milk jug is,
Yeah.
that's a gallon.
That. Yeah.
10 of those.
Oh, got it.
yeah. No, I'd say that's enough. There's like maybe 3 trees that have caught fire, and you're able to successfully put them out. But in doing so, it creates a bunch of steam. So it's create this kind of misty environment as the temperature around you guys increases even more.
Oh,
Good job, bro. It's usually me setting the fires, but
I
you're
would
always prepared.
like
Hey, I put them out,
Sylvan
not
to
set
start
them.
calling
I
out in Sylvan calling out for Blaine because I have a very strong feeling that the fiery one would be here. So Blaine
Wait, and what? You said you're calling out in what language?
in Sylvan.
I'm just gonna hear the noise you're making and just repeat it.
Blaine.
Whatever Sylvan sounds like. I can't roll my R's.
Yes.
Does a 15 hit?
Oh yeah, I guess I know Sylvan as well.
15 is my AC, so yeah.
Okay.
What?
You take 4 fire damage as a bolt of fire whips out of the mist and lands directly onto your chest.
Oh, I've been shot! Oh my god!
Wasn't that bad.
I immediately push Tillet, or Toddle, sorry, behind me, and step forward.
I've
And
been shot! Oh my goodness, I've been shot!
I,
Big baby, it wasn't that bad.
She's
I've been
out
shot
of
worse.
harm's way, but she's just still going for it.
She's going for it.
and then at that point, I'm going to just continue to walk forward. I think I maybe even cast Create or Destroy Water again. Yeah, I'll burn another spell slot. And have the water just floating right in front of me.
Okay.
As I kind of walk forward. But yeah,
Did I
shield
see
out.
did we all see where it came from, by the way?
Let's see.
Yeah, and I'm walking toward where we saw it came from, if we did.
Yeah, you guys notice it came right from the middle of the smoke. It's like in between 2 trees, kind of where like a little bit of bush is. It kind of came out from the direction of the bush. And what are you guys doing now?
I'm gonna be walking forward toward
You're
that
walking
sound.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and copy the sound that. Well, I don't know Sylvan, so
I do.
which was maybe an oversight given that I'm the older sibling of 2 people that know Sylvan.
So
I
They
would like
didn't
to
send
cast.
Tigrid to school with us.
Yeah, we went to a different school.
Cat will just kind of look around and go, and the old lady's voice, Blaine, to see if that helps.
Oh.
So you notice the bush start rustling even more as this paw starts coming out of it. This kind of reddish body starts emerging from the from the bushes and out of the steam. He has these two little red horns that kind of curl back upwards. He has this long kind of snout that kind of opens at the bottom, like opens in a circle at the bottom of the snout. And he has this long kind of like devilish tail, and these little spikes that kind of all along his back. As Lane has emerged.
As soon as I see him, I'd like to hide.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
No, that's great. Yeah.
Should
we're
we
just
all
gonna
be
cast
getting an
Armor
initiative,
Shadows.
by the way?
So-
or-
I will say, just for the sake of people doing things, yes, let's roll for initiative.
Okay, I was just about to try a animal handling check.
Not bad.
Well,
Roll it. Okay. That's how this works. You're Blaine. Easy. Oh,
so and as
That's,
he kind of reveals himself to you, he kind of stands up on his hind legs, his front hands kind of coming upwards, and he
oh
just kind
boy.
of, and like this little puff of flames
Uh-huh.
emerge from his snout.
How tall is he when he's standing like that?
When he's standing upright, he's about 3 foot.
Oh, okay.
Look
so
at
he's-
us.
Like
Not
he's not,
too bad.
they're not big creatures by any
Okay, okay.
stretch of the imagination.
all right. My animal handling roll was a total of 11.
11.
Hmm.
Okay. Just look here. Mm-mm-mm. So he kind of looks at your hand, and he kind of gives you a. As he lifts up his head a little bit more and sends out a firebolt. And firebolts you.
Oh,
That is not one, so it whizzes right by your head.
I was just like, oh,
oh. Okay.
okay.
Alright, what did everybody roll for their initiative?
Yeah.
Do that.
Just to take that out of the way.
Total got 14.
T. Okay.
19.
Nice.
19 for Tigrid.
It's 19.
That makes sense. Send the big brother in first.
8 for Tillet.
Okay.
11 for Cat.
Okay.
Well, they're
13
gonna
for dog.
fight with us.
8 and sorry, what did you say, Jay?
11.
11. Okay. And then Mike,
13.
13. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. So Lucas, what would you like to do?
There's no flames on the creature, correct?
No, there's nothing emerging, but you can see this kind of heat emanating from his body, though.
Can I make either an animal handling or a nature check to see if I think cooling this thing down would hurt it?
You can make a nature check to see
Nature
if that
check,
would.
that's fair.
Yep.
That's not great. Yeah, that's 10.
10. Okay.
Mhm.
From what you can tell, and from your time with dealing with a variety of different animals over your years, you've never really come across anything that has had these kind of abilities per se.
That's fair.
So you feel like if you were to kind of splash it to like cool him down, it might have the opposite reaction to what you think.
It'll make him angry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and let that be a wasted spell slot and drop the Creator Destroy Water.
We can use that to stop, drop, and roll later if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like splash the ground. Yeah, sure. As I drop the spell, and then for my actual action here, I think. See, I kind of want to grab like rope and try to lasso it, but I feel like that rope might just burn up. So, jeez, I don't know.
We have the berries.
Yeah. Who? I don't think we were said who specifically was given them, but I'm gonna
Who was
say
given-
Were.
Toddle.
Toddle has
Oh.
them. Okay.
No,
Sure.
Tittle had
I
them.
got
Tittle
the
has them?
berry.
Oh,
Actually, no.
Tittle.
Toddle should not have them. She will eat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gave them to Tittle.
Okay.
Till it will, or Tigrid will reach
Tittle.
behind him.
Tittle.
There's so many tea names.
I know.
Tigrid
Oh my
will
gosh,
reach
it's
behind him and just go, Tillits, give me the berries.
Okay.
Or a berry.
I'll give you a berry.
And then shield up and kind of like careful, but like trying not to like hunch over like a threat. Like he's like holding the shield, but like in a way where he could like throw it up. He's not like, Roman soldier marching forward here. He's just kind of gonna hold out the berry and say, and then kind of turn back because he's already forgotten and go, what's this thing's name?
Blaine?
Blaine.
Blaine. Good Blaine. Good Blaine. And hold out the berry and try to make an animal handling check.
Alright. Make an animal handling check.
Good Blaine. Good Blaine.
Unless the die falls off the table.
Toddle has like scribbled the names on her hand. Blaine?
18 plus 6, 24.
Okay. So he kind of, Blaine looks over and kind of sniffs and then kind of lowers down onto all fours again as he kind of crawls. He has a very kind of elongated body as he kind of like makes his way over to you. And you can kind of see with every step he's taking, it leaves almost like this small little fire underneath each footprint, like in the middle of each of his footprints. As he just kind of sniffs, and then you see this
Feeling the hurt.
you see this long tongue just kind of and grab the berry and come back into his mouth.
Does it
As
burn
you-
me at all?
The tongue just wraps around the berry and yanks it inside.
How far away from it was I when that happened?
Oh, he gets super close to you. He's like,
Okay.
not even a foot away from you.
Tigrid, put him in this bag. And I slowly reach over with the bag.
It's a little box. It's about the
Oh,
size of your
the
hand.
box. Sorry.
Like the
I
palm of
think-
your hand.
Yeah.
Do I still have actions, or is that it for my turn?
I'll say that's it for your turn.
Okay. Then I'll kind of turn back and I'll just be like,
You just
I'll just be like, I'm keeping his attention. You get the box on him.
Oh,
he eats the berry and he just kind of sits as his tail is just kind of swaying back and forth as he's just kind of enjoying this delicious
Shoot fire
berry.
dinosaur.
Kind of. All right,
Good
and then
camera.
Good camera.
oh yeah, he did have like little spouts on his back. They weren't supposed to be spikes. They're little spouts. That was my bad. As soon as you said that, Jay, I immediately remembered. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's been a while since I feel like I've DM'd. Okay, so bear with me.
it's going good so far.
Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, so with that done, now it's Ashley.
Till it has the box.
Yeah. Do you want to distract it for me? Well, I guess you
Okay.
both are, but
I'm just gonna really quietly be, okay, I'm gonna hold this spell entangle, and if it tries to move, I'm gonna trap it in the vines.
Good
Okay?
idea.
So
Good
I'm
idea.
gonna wait, and if anything happens, I'm gonna catch it and pin
What?
it down.
what happens if he sets the vines on fire?
That's a problem we will figure out then. And she's just gonna stand there like, this thing just shot me.
Are you saying that out
she's
loud?
gonna hold her action,
Okay.
just in case. If
Do you-
anything happens, she'll jump on it.
Do you say this thing just shot me out loud?
But yes. But
Tigrid turns
this
back
thing
and
just
goes,
shot
"You're fine. Stop whining."
me.
So it is now Blaine's turn, and he's sitting there enjoying his berry. But he looks over at the two Kenkus and just kind of just tilts his head a little bit. And it's just like they're familiar faces, but he's not too sure where they're from exactly. As he's enjoyed his freedom, and it's almost like he forgot entirely about Bertha and this home he just left behind.
Oh no.
He's having a good old romp.
He's gonna make his way up closer up to because I assume you two are kind of standing together. Yes,
Cat dog.
cat dog. So
Yeah, we were pretty
okay,
close.
so he's gonna kind of just walk up to both of you and just kind of look at you, and he's gonna kind of just sit again. Just kind of this little flame just kind of shoots out of his mouth, just kind of almost in your face. All right, and that will move on to Mike.
Dog is going to. That completely changed my turn. Is going to look down. And then just, like, hit himself and cast Armor Shadows. And.
I got the
Oh gosh.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna go, and start backing away, kind of scaredly into the bushes.
Oh god, what did we get ourselves into?
Let's say,
I'm just gonna-
when
Yes, I
the
think-
servants of the animal caretaker are afraid of the animal,
Running
that's
away.
something you need to be worried about.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right, so then we'll move on to Jay then.
Alright, so Cat will kind of cock his head at the giant Camerupt in front of him and go, "Meow." And then I'm just gonna, seeing that its eyes are on me, is the box out where I can see it?
It's in my hand.
I'm gonna just slowly use my movement, going and try to walk it towards the box.
Okay. So make a animal handling.
Oh, you mean that thing I'm not good at?
That
At
exactly.
all? Oh wait, that's +4. I'm actually not bad. Never mind. But when you roll a 4 and get an 8, that's not great.
8.
Yep.
He looks at you, and as he's tilting his head, he kind of has a moment where he's like, "Oh," and then just kind of sniffs the box as he makes his way into it and just gets into it.
He went in the box?
He did it. I'm gonna close the box real fast. Just be like, oh. I was just about to jump on him and like try to shove him in there. But...
I'm just gonna
Good job.
in
Good job, cat. Yeah.
Puddle's voice. I'm gonna go high five.
Tigrid,
High five!
High five.
because Tigrid had like pushed both of them kind of behind him, the creature had to jump past Blaine had to jump past him, and so he's kind of like on the ground, just like trying to not have not gotten hit by this thing. And he was like, "Did we get it?"
Cat's gonna walk up to him. And
Got
Cat's
it.
just gonna kind of stand down and look at him and go. And then I would like
Wasted a
to.
berry.
I'll walk up to Toddle and go. Ow! And I'll like point to where she got hit.
Yeah. Ow. I got shot.
Big ow, small ow.
Small ow.
And I will not cast Cure Wounds.
Alright.
Okay, weird conversation, but I think I like this thing. All she saw was big ow, small ow. And she's just like, what? And then it walked away. She's like, what is this animal?
Alright, so with that, now Blaine is inside the box.
You are so great.
The
You know?
temperature around you guys has calmed down and returned to normal.
Whoa, I don't know about you guys, but I was getting pretty sweaty.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So where would you guys like to go to next?
Let's go back to the tracks, I think.
Yeah. And maybe head to like the mountains or something. She said 2 of them might be there.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are gonna go toward. You're gonna go west then and head toward the mountains.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, making your way through the forest, dense forest, getting closer and closer, you can kind of see through the thick forests, just like those small openings, the kind of peaks of the mountain areas. It's about 80 or so feet away. It's not too far. So probably about no, actually I'd say probably about like 45-minute walk or something like that. But about halfway there, you guys start hearing rumbling, like the once clear skies that were above you have now started to become black with dark clouds. The sight of gusting winds and rain start to pour down.
Oh. Okay. I suppose that you guys brought an umbrella? No? Just holding my shield up over my head.
Todd will be singing, oh, if the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops.
As she's singing, Kat will pull out a banjo and she'll go.
So
Not you two. You start. That's my least favorite song. Can't you sing the one about the old man who was like falling asleep in the rain? Ah.
And I'll just start fucking one straight going. Old man that fell asleep in the rain. Old man that fell asleep in the rain.
Dog is gonna join in and harmonize with Kat.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
I love that because that means that you've heard this song harmonized before.
I'm just copying him. He somehow heard old man in the rain harmonize.
Okay.
So, there happens to be a very strong gust of wind that blows kind of right in your faces, as it kind of forces you to kind of like close your eyes for a moment. And when you open up your eyes again, Ashley, Dakota, and Lucas, the three of you, what you see is a vast open ocean. And underneath your feet, you're standing on wood as you guys are on a ship. There's lightning crackling in the sky.
Oh no!
The winds are causing the waves to swarm up in small tidal waves, crashing into the side of the boat, rocking it back and forth, back and forth.
Hey guys, this looks a little familiar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened? We were just on the mountain.
And to the three of you, you guys don't see dog or cat anywhere. It's like they vanished.
Maybe they're all a really weird dream. We never joined the Adventurers Guild.
Tigrid, without saying anything, just kind of, or he does say something. He says, he just kind of shouts back, "Get below deck!" to Tillit and Tuttle, and immediately starts running. Like he 100% goes full. This is where we are now. This is the world now. Whatever. Like he doesn't know what's happening, but he knows where he is.
Yeah.
So he starts using shape water to try to like reduce the amount of water coming onto the deck.
Nice.
That's awesome. You both have that cantrip.
The front of the boat, at the front of the boat, in the horizon, you see nothing but ocean. But as soon as you turn around, you see a small island that is slowly getting further and further and further away from you, as if you guys have just recently sailed away.
This is definitely a dream. But if this is a dream, then I can do this. And I poke Toddle a whole bunch of times.
Hey! Hey, Tigrid.
Now is
Tigrid,
not the time.
help!
Uh,
Tigrid.
he returns back and shouts at both of them. Now is not the time. What are you doing?
As you guys are doing that, the waves just keep attacking the boat as more and more water fills up the boat. We're gonna put a pin in that for a quick sec as to what Cat and Dog are seeing.
Oh.
Suddenly their friends, the adventurers that they were traveling with, suddenly disappear, and the forests all start catching fire. All the trees start catching fire, and amongst the trees are these deep, dark, black eyes that are peering at them through the fire. As you hear,
I'm just gonna grab Cat's hand.
as these large dragon claws start making their way out through the fire, and glaring at them. It's large red maw opening up with drool just falling down like waterfalls.
Cat's gonna just slowly take his hand back, and he's gonna grab his banjo, and he's gonna go, run! And he's gonna start just playing his banjo as he sprints away. He's like, you know that like saxophone, except on the banjo, and he's just gone.
The dragon starts to chase them.
Oh.
So, coming back to the ship,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I said, the thunderstorm's still going, the waves are still crashing. How are you guys reacting to this?
Do they see Toddle? Like, is everyone in view of Toddle?
I didn't go below deck yet.
Tuttle is near the back of the boat, and in her hands are these ropes
Yeah.
with an anchor on the bottom at the end of it.
Yeah. She's gonna not say anything. Really quickly. Pull up the anchor. Guys, and like if she has like a dagger or something, like cut off the anchor from the rope.
Just as you're cutting off the anchor, both your brothers look back at you and see this happening.
Guys, the storm is cutting off the anchor.
Toddle, what are you doing?
We need that.
The storm is sending us away from the island.
Toddle.
Like freaking out, cutting off the anchor.
What's
Her
going
mad
on
plan
with you?
is failing.
Toddle, did
Yeah,
this happen?
what?
At this moment, I need all 5 of you to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Oh. You just asked druids to make wisdom saving throws.
Doesn't matter if we roll bad.
24.
13.
21.
Natural 1.
15.
Above 16. Who got above
Passes.
16?
I did.
Yeah,
1,
me.
2. Okay. Mike and Jay.
I got a 15.
Natural 1.
Okay. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm just reading something super quick.
Oh, that's not terrifying at all.
Don't worry about it, Jay. It's fine. I'll have Mike and Jay actually roll with advantage, please.
Okay. 17.
17.
That's a 4.
Mike.
I'm proficient in wisdom too. I have a +5.
I have a +1. I just rolled a 16.
So Jay, in what you guys are seeing, Jay, you trip and you fall face first into the ground. But as you get up,
Is my banjo okay?
Banjo's fine. as you kind of like get up off your feet, dog is still like kind of trying to get you to get up so you guys can keep running. But you kind of look back, and there's nothing there.
I'll just kind of get back up and I'll look around and I'll go. And do I realize now what's happened?
Yes.
And I'm just going to look at Dog and I'm going to go, and I'm going to put my banjo back on my back and I'm going to grab him by the collar. I'm just going to go bam, bam across the face.
And with that, the both of you look around, and the trees are back to normal. And behind you, where you guys were running from, are the other three just kind of standing there. It seems like they're arguing about something and talking about water and talking about an anchor. So the other three of you, Ashley and Dakota, you two kind of, as a wave kind of crashes onto you guys open up your eyes and you guys are back in the forest. But Lucas, you are still under the impression that you guys are still on the boat. That you still see the boat, and that both your siblings have been washed away.
My siblings have both been washed.
That's what it seems like. A giant wave just came and crashed onto the boat, and as soon as you opened up your eyes, you're still on the boat, but both your siblings have vanished. So you believe
So, I think, okay. I think probably Tigrid has dreams about this day a lot. And he, I think, kind of runs up to the back of the boat. He like kind of stares at the cut anchor, stares at the spots his siblings used to be, and then runs up to the back of the boat and just like stares at the island in the distance, and he goes, "It makes so much sense now." And he's just kind of gonna stand there staring at the island for a while.
All right, so you two, hold on a sec. So Tuttle and Tillet, you see your brother just standing there, kind of staring off into the distance. Seems like he's talking to himself.
Oh, well, that was weird. We don't need to discuss that.
Why? What just happened? Was that some kind of illusion? Why were you cutting the anchor?
Cutting what? I don't know what you're talking about. The storm did that.
That looked very familiar to what just happened a few months ago.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tillet.
Wait a minute. You were the one who said you wanted to leave the island, and I said no. I didn't want to.
There's
We had
so
to stay-
many animals in the world.
We have lots of animals on our island. You mean you're the reason that we're not at home anymore? We might never find home again.
We're fine. It was just the storm made it so easy, and I could just cut the rope, and it, yeah, now we're here.
Total family is the most important thing to us.
But we're all together.
What's our clan
Except for
supposed to
Mom
do
and Dad,
without us?
and then-
I mean, yeah, it's
Except for everybody else, it does.
they're all getting old. We'll be fine, but what about them?
Well, we'll go back sometime. I'm sure we'll find something to do.
Yeah. One day I'll be able to turn into a big flying pterodactyl, and we'll get back there.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool. But
Don't be cutting any more anchors.
but we have so many. We have so many animals we can find now. Remember the Pegasus?
I do like the new animals. I really miss home, Toddle.
It's. But you're with me.
As long as I'm with you.
Yeah!
So Mike, you
High
have
five!
your hand up.
Yeah, can I walk over to the two and like bring out like a cup, like 2 cups from my bag and like a thing of juice? You're like,
while he does this, I'll just kind of see that nobody's paying any attention to poor
That was gonna be my next move.
Okay, and then I'll
There it is.
He's standing
I'll
there.
pull out my banjo. I'm just gonna start strumming as I walk towards him, and then I'll just look at him, look down at the banjo, raise it, go, and I'll put it in my bag, and I'll just grab it and go. Bah, bah, bah.
And suddenly, Tigrid snaps out of it as you now are back in the forest with everyone.
He turns to Toddle with just
Oh no.
the
She
exact
runs
expression
away.
Um,
She runs.
So, that all said, he won't say anything. If she runs away, just kind of.
Worse.
I'm gonna reach over to Dog, and I'm just gonna take one of the bowls, and just as I'm watching this go.
He's gonna take one for himself too.
I'm gonna look at Tigrid and be like, Tigrid, did you know?
No, I saw this day in my dreams a lot, and it always went a little differently.
Yeah, I mean, Tuttle and I always play tricks on each other, but I never thought she'd go this far.
I don't know what to say. I think we
Well-
just have everything we can. We'll get back to the family farm.
We're all okay.
So, Ashley, did you say you're kind of like moving away from everybody?
Yeah, she didn't want to be confronted, so she ran, but she didn't know where she ran, so she probably ran into something like a tree.
Can you make me another wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh shoot! Yeah. Oh, 25.
What are these rolls?
Druids be like,
Ruins.
Druids.
Spellcasting abilities, wisdom.
Perception
Oh,
checks,
yeah.
my druids.
Dang. Well, alright. Okay, so you hear one word, but it's not in a voice you recognize. It just says disappointed.
Oh no!
Oof.
wow.
I think at that point
You
she
just
gets so caught off guard that she just like face plants in the ground. She just like face on the ground, just like kind of realizing like yeah, maybe what she did was the wrong thing.
How far did
She's
she
gonna
get?
start crying.
How far from us did she get?
I say she's, 15, 20 feet.
Okay,
I'd say.
I'll just kind of walk over and I'll sit down next to her and I'll pull out my banjo and I'll start strumming a happy little tune and I'll stop and I'll just go pat pat and then I'll keep strumming while she cries. And then I'm gonna stop again and I am going no You took 4 damage? No, I'm not gonna use cure wounds. I'm gonna just keep strumming.
Dog is going to use minor illusion to make like a small cat in her lap.
Oh.
What is
Just
That's gonna be so disappointing when she tries to touch it.
I know.
Uh,
She immediately
like-
sees this cat and
What
reaches
is that?
down and goes right
Oh,
through
no,
it and
it's like
cries
a
harder.
cat. It's like a tabby cat, but the head is his brother's face.
Oh, so it's really disturbing.
Yeah, but the cat.
What is that?
It's a cat.
Oh, it's a cat with my
I love the
face.
puns.
I'm just gonna turn it. I'm just gonna squawk at you in the most annoying sound ever as the banjo just goes blink out of tune for a second.
She's gonna stare at it and just like, oh my god, my world is falling apart right now.
I'll like try to wave the
Having-
cat away.
Is that a normal creature from around here? Why is everything over here so soft and covered in fur or feathers? Everything I know is covered in scales. Ugh.
Feathers.
All right.
I'll just vibe with Toddle until she is chill. Until she calms down.
Sigrid's actually gonna walk up behind Toddle, and just kind of reach his hand underneath her arm and pick her up. And turn to her and say, and for the record, he's saying this with just such a broken-hearted expression on his face.
Oh,
He turns
God.
and he says, "There's no changing the past. What's done is done. I forgive you." And he walks away. And he continues to walk. He goes, "We have some animals to find. Come on."
And she holds your
Oh, right.
hand.
Yeah.
Cuddle holds his hand and then just kind of sneak as they're walking. Just walks along.
Cat's just gonna pull off part of his sleeve and go, and he'll go. His clothes are
Dude,
not
can't
the
you-
neatest things ever.
Do kangaroo have raven beaks?
Yeah, they're crows. They're basically crows.
Are you crying through a beak?
No. I'm just making the noise. They can imitate
Oh.
noise. So I just
Okay.
imitating with my mouth,
Yeah.
which is not a thing Jay can do. So.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now that you were in this forest? Are you guys going to continue your way
Oh,
to the mountains, or
I feel tired after all this emotional stuff. Let's have a nap. Anyone else want a nap? No?
I would love that.
Hello.
you guys?
Huddle,
you guys-
huddle.
Are you guys wanting to take a short rest? Is that what I'm hearing?
I have literally no reason to take a
No,
short
no,
rest.
it was
I
more of a role play thing, but
I could take a short rest.
As he says this, I'll just like grab a couple tree branches and throw them on the ground, and I'll use prestidigitation to start a fire, and I'll just sit down next to it and go. Dee, 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 dee.
nice.
High five.
High five.
I'm gonna use mage
Every
hand and
time
I'll
he
do
says
the-
it, Toddle's like, yeah.
We're always down for a high five. All right.
So,
He's already started the fire, so I guess we can start a short rest. But I'm going to be looking around for this animal, and also
Yeah, I don't
anything
need a
that might have
short
caused
rest, I
this
just,
illusion.
We don't actually have to, like, if you guys won't benefit from it, I would
No.
rather wait until you would.
Yeah.
I just did it to carry on the joke. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
all right. So, I mean, Dakota, you said you wanted to.
Creature.
I'll do like a perception or something to look around, or maybe investigation if you want me to like walk
Perception.
around.
Perception's fine.
Okay. 19 plus 2, 21.
Okay. You do happen to notice some rustling in the trees, kind of about 5 feet away from you guys. So you notice a little bit of rustling in the trees.
Whoa, there's something over there, guys. No sudden movements.
Hello.
I'm gonna take one of the berries and like just kind of waft maybe the scent of it in the direction of the bushes.
I don't want to do those. Animal handling?
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna kind of strum my banjo real hard, and I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
That what does that do? A +2?
No, bardic
Or roll
inspiration.
advantage.
It's roll a d.
At
Eight?
5th level, it's
No.
D8.
D6.
That
Is it wait? Does it?
At 5th level, it increases, I think.
Oh, my bad. Hang on, let me do that page. I've never played a bard before.
True, forgot about that.
I've never
You
been
get
bardic
a
inspiration
D8
before.
to add on to any ability check, attack roll,
Yes,
or
D8, correct.
D8. Oh, sweet. So that's 17, D8. So that's a total of 19.
Okay. So you see this very tiny creature, with these big black eyes, this little antenna thing that's kind of coming out of its head. It has this kind of long, or it's kind of almost got bushy tail, so it almost kind of looks like a squirrel tail in a sense, as it's starting to like climb down. It almost has like koala type hands, as it's like climbing its way down the tree, but it's like no bigger than like the size of a, let's say almost a little bit bigger than like a Chihuahua,
Okay.
or like a very small dog is like the size of that.
It's so small.
Sylvan, Toddle would like to go, are you Sabrina?
As it just kind of tilts its head.
Can I interpret that as a yes?
You can interpret that as yes.
Okay.
Who are you?
That's a yes for you. Okay.
Mhm.
Back in Sylvan, I'm Toddle. I was wondering if you wanted to come hang out with me.
She kind of backs up a little bit,
Oh.
but her eyes immediately are drawn to the little berry that drew her out from the trees in the first place. She's kind of
I'm gonna open the box and just be like, eh?
make another animal handling.
Like a persuasion.
Yeah,
Persuasion.
animal handling is basically the charisma checks of animal stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's roll. That's ooh, nice. That's a 25.
Mm.
Okay. She quickly moves her little feet and kind of scurries her way to you. And are you going to lay the box down, or is she just going to kind of like, are you holding it up, or are you holding it down?
As if she's approaching, I'm
I
gonna
want
kind
her
of
to
slowly
climb
lower it
up
to the
her
ground.
leg.
Because I was going to say, if you're holding it upwards, she's going to climb up your leg.
I mean, she could do that too.
All right, so she's going to climb up your leg, pretty much up the length of your body, and like perch on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And she just kind of gives you this with her like big beady eyes.
Mhm.
Just kind of like a little, and she's gonna kind of crawl her way, take the berry with her little hands or little paws, and then
No.
climb in.
Don't let her take the berry.
My intention was to like coax her into the box, but not to actually give her the berry.
You know what? Hold on.
Is a 25 good enough for that?
Well, she was gonna try a sleight of hand and
Oh,
yank
nice.
it from you, but
Uh-huh.
she kind of rolled a crap. So she's gonna kind of go to grab it, but then she's just gonna like lose her balance a little bit and like just boop right into it, right in the box.
Snap the box closed.
Oh yeah. We still have another berry.
Ooh,
Yay, we have 2
So-
berries left.
Still got 2 berries.
Okay,
Alright.
we got Sabrina and we got Flame.
Wait, what was the description of this one? Was this
Tricky
the
and small.
or no? The description of the little squirrel one was. Did you say it had an antenna?
Yes.
Oh, that was
So then it's-
Elisa.
Elisa.
Elisa has 2 antennae and she's yellow.
Ah, yes, it's definitely Elisa.
So
This
we
one's-
just
this-
got
this
Elisa?
names.
No, this one is more. She was more of like a blue.
Oh, so we
A
just
bluish
got
color.
Sabrina.
Yes.
Oh.
You just
Oh.
call
She did say yes when you asked if that was her name.
Yeah, but then I was confused
Also, my
because
video's
I didn't
lagging
really
with
understand what we were talking
Oh,
about.
I didn't realize 2 of them had antennas. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, we got 2.
Yes.
All right.
High
Can I
five!
make a perception check to see if there's any other ones here in the mountains? Yeah.
Sure. You guys aren't quite at the mountains just yet. You're still kind of in the midst of the forest.
Oh, I'd
You're
like to
getting-
make a
you're getting closer.
perception if there's anything around us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
18.
18. Yeah. No. There's nothing really around you guys. I mean, you guys hear a couple birds kind of chirping. But nothing else really. Doesn't seem like anything else. You just notice the other tracks on the path. The ones you saw earlier, the bigger kind of one with the long claws, continue toward the mountains.
Do you think we should follow those now?
Yeah, let's do it. We're on a roll.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Also, before we really go, I'm sorry about what I did. really wanted to get off the island, and that was like the best opportunity, but I guess I didn't really think about our family.
Well, it makes me sad to think about our family. I miss them a lot, especially all our farm dinosaurs. But you
Mm,
know what? I'm glad that you didn't trek out on your own. I'm glad that we can stick together at least.
yeah.
Can dog be preparing tea and then look over to smelling the tea?
What?
Yeah.
Tigrid, Tigrid kind of looks over and just he just says, "I know why you did it. I understand. It was hard being on the farm. I get why you would want to get away. It's okay." Really, like, and it's like, you ever see, like, the look that a parent will give when they're trying really, like, when they're not, they really are not angry, but like they're just trying to be really nice and understanding, but you can tell they're super upset.
He's not mad. He's just.
He's just disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the look in his eyes right now. He goes, "It's okay. We just have to move on from this and work on finding our way back home, right?"
Have to move on from this.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder and a kind of sad little smile, and moves on.
Alright, so you guys continuing your way on toward the mountain then?
Can Tuttle ritually cast locate animals or plants and try and find the
Oh, good idea.
animal that they're going for
Yeah,
with the
for sure.
big clawy feet? It
How long does
locates.
it take?
I don't know.
Ritual casting takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
That's what it
No worries.
takes.
Just to give you guys an idea, it's about midday now.
Okay.
So the sky is clear. It's bright blue again. And what is the range on that again?
5 miles, so I'll know what direction and how far it is.
Okay. So in about a 5-mile radius. Oh, what the heck are miles?
Heckin' Canadians, am I right?
That's like just under
Or-
10-kilometer radius.
10
1 mile is 1.7 kilometers.
All right.
I realized half of us were Canadian after I said that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's an even split this time.
It is an even split.
While Toddle is doing a ritual for locate animals, can I do a ritual for Goodberry?
Oh, I know what that one is. I read it before, but remind me what it does again.
So Goodberry says up to 10 berries appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. Creature can use its action to eat a berry, which restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day, and you just have to use them in 24 hours.
Sure.
Sweet. All right, so we're both doing a ritual.
Can I have 4, please?
I don't think that has a ritual tag, so you can ritual cast it.
Oh, no, you're
if
right.
DM
I'm
discretion
sorry
says
about
yes.
that. No, you are 100%. I forgot. I'm new to 5th edition. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
no
fine.
stress.
The whole point of the one shots is so people can learn things.
Yeah.
And
That's why
again,
I'm
if
playing the
Dylan says you
bard.
can ritual cast it, then that
Also
input that I
myself
just gave is completely invalid.
Exactly.
I'll leave
Dylan
it
is
up to Dylan
God.
then.
It's been a while since I've had to use my godly powers, so.
What say you?
All right. So, you've created these 10 berries.
Cool.
You've created these 10 berries in your hand. Jay, this layout just kind of shifted a little bit. Oh
Yeah.
no, we're good.
I got it. And my
Okay.
my thing got really zoomed in, so I was fixing it. We're good.
All right. So about 10 minutes passed, and you know that there is one kind of. So if you guys are west and you guys are facing inward. It's about. It's the direction like north. I was trying to think if there would be like a north east type of situation. Anyway, it's back and then the left, so north to the left. If you're facing back toward the house at the mansion.
Are we facing west?
You guys are facing west. So the west is the mountains.
Okay.
So if you turn around facing away from the mountains.
Facing east.
Facing back east. Yes, thank you. It is. Okay, so yeah, I guess northeast then.
On the left. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
How far is it? What distance?
I'd say about a couple miles.
Okay. That way.
But there's also another ping directly west. At the
See, it
mountains.
has to be the specific kind of animal. It can only, if I know what it kind of is like, I can find it, and you can only do one.
Only one?
But
Oh.
hey guys, guess where I got another pink? Yeah. So the one that has the claw prints is the one that the one that's the northeast kind of thing.
No, that's
Oh.
toward the mountain.
Okay, let's go that way. Did I find that one?
No, the one you found is a. So you if you know what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
then you can find it.
If I know a description of it, describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant.
Okay, so to the northeast, you are sensing a yellow creature with antenna.
Oh, okay. We can just go that way. Let's go find that one.
Wait, did you say towards or away from the mountain?
Away from the mountain is the
Okay.
yellow one.
Okay, gotcha.
What's that? What's
What
that?
about-
What's that?
We'll have to cross our own paths.
Yeah. What about the tracks? We're going towards the mountain, aren't we, Total?
I don't know. This whole ritual is confusing me. Confusing Toddle and Ashley. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it just,
Okay.
there's two creatures left. One of them's the one that you pinged, and the other one's in the direction of the mountain. Either way, we'll have to
Alright.
cross our own path.
There's
So it
three
doesn't really matter which
creatures.
one we go to first.
All right.
There's
Someone walk. I'll follow.
It's 5
We
total.
have 3 more to find.
Cat's just gonna start walking towards the mountain playing his banjo. Doo-doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo. Two lovers.
Well, we know.
one another.
Toddle, can you just remember the direction that other animal's in?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Put
Pick
to
up- pick-
memory.
Pick out a landmark or something, and we'll come back to it.
In the middle of that, dog's just gonna go secret tunnel.
Okay, so you guys are heading toward the mountain, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys make your way to the mountain, you get closer and closer, and then you finally see the mountain's base. And a little off to the side, you have to notice a small indent in the mountainside.
Secret
What-
tunnel.
What seems to be a cave of some sorts.
Ah,
Mm.
okay.
Yes.
Do we
what would you guys like
see-
to do?
We see any tracks leading into the hole?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
The tracks that you were following lead right into the tunnel.
you're right there. Okay. I think the next one's in there.
I think we should go in.
Yep. I'm gonna light up
Um,
produce flame in my hand to use as a torch.
As you guys get closer to the cavern entrance, you
I would just
suddenly
like to say Tigrid also makes sure that the other two are behind him again and takes out the shield, just in case there's another.
Seeing
also-
the druid do sacred flame, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make a little bit of fire in my hand.
Aww.
Nice. Yeah.
You
I'm gonna give
suddenly
a little shout out to Magpie
Yes!
Spell Shop. This is one of her spell
Yay.
cards, and it's Produce Flame. It's going all blurry on me, but um, yeah, I'm excited I get to use these today.
Love
Yay.
Woo.
Go follow her on TikTok.
Yes,
Yeah.
go buy her stuff.
So,
What?
as you guys get closer to the cavern entrance, you feel the earth start to shake under your feet. As
I'm gonna look at Cat and Dog and be like, is this a normal thing, or is this not a different animal that we're not like? Is this unrelated?
Different animal.
Tillet, you took something related to moving the earth, correct?
I did, yes. I have
Yes.
moved with the cantrip.
Okay. He kind of turns back and he goes, Tillet, is this you?
That's not me, bro. This is something else.
Hmm.
all right, so
Uh,
the shaking just suddenly stops.
Oh.
It
I
lasts
wonder
it
if-
lasts, it
Can I
lasts about a couple minutes.
Wonder if it
Let's
knows
move
we're
there.
here.
Very, very careful.
What did they say? What did Bertha say there? Clay? Is it Clay? He was the
it's
big tough
tough.
guy?
But a softy. But he's got
I'm-
a tough outside.
Everything's
Cat's
soft.
just gonna go in the old lady's voice. Clay.
And as soon as you say Clay, the earth starts to rattle again. This time at a more severe intensity.
Mm.
A little bit higher on the Richter scale. Can I get every one of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Ooh,
Big bad
okay.
hole.
There we go. My first good roll on a save.
Oh no, that was not very good for me. That's a 5.
Okay.
16.
Oh no.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Hey.
16 for Tigrid as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
We all get 16.
Not
So-
me.
Nope.
So,
And
well, 13 plus 3 is 16.
Dog,
10
what'd you
plus-
get?
Would you think I'm crazy if I told you I also got a 16?
I have to say I believe you, but at the same time I feel like, yo, these are some linked up dice here. They're all connected.
Secret.
Like a secret tunnel. Did you actually get 16?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We're in a secret club
All
where
right.
that gives you a die that can only roll 16. No matter what your modifier is, it adjusts so that your result is 16.
Somehow I rolled a 3.
All right. So, what is it? Tillet, you feel the earth shaking tremendously under your feet as you
Ah.
suddenly fall backwards, unable to keep your balance. You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Ah.
You're prone.
Okay.
Do I see what caused it?
You can make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
While she's rolling, Cat's
25. Sorry. What's Cat doing?
Cat's just gonna, with the banjo still out, just start doo 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 and start backing up very slowly.
Mm,
All right. Yeah. So you do happen to notice that there's a kind of almost like a grunting kind of sound coming from inside the cavern. And a moment later, you see these 2 giant claws burst their way through the cavern walls, and out comes this very heavily armored creature with these long claws that
obviously are used for digging. And as he comes out with his purple body, it's almost like an armadillo type of back. So it's like that type of armored, and this long tail that looks like a giant spade on the end of it, or like a shovel. That as soon as he crawls out from the walls, the tail slams down onto the ground, and the earth starts to shake a little bit more, but at a lower intensity than the last one.
That thing looks cool. That looks a
Are
lot
these
more like the
homebrew?
dinosaurs from home.
These are homebrew, yeah.
I figured as
God,
much.
this whole
These are
time
awesome.
I thought it was gonna be a bullet.
No.
I was like convinced.
This isn't Mario.
Surprise!
So,
Just an actual.
okay, cool.
I love these.
As his little tiny ears just like poke up as he like looks at you guys. He has this kind of like bulldog underbite type of thing going on with these two little fangs coming up.
Hi, cutie.
His front paws are kind of turned inwards a little bit. And
You
that's kind of
must
how
be
he walks.
Clay.
And this one's bigger. Like he's probably almost, I'd say he's about the size of a. I want to not as big as a Great Dane, but just slightly smaller than that. So he's big.
Definitely bigger than Toddle.
Yes, he's a big boy.
I'm
And
a
he's-
big kid now.
He's very hefty, especially with the armor plating on his back.
I like your outfit.
So when I cast the good berries earlier, I meant to mention that I divvy them up between everybody. Just
Okay.
an extra little thing.
So these good berries, they are a slightly different coloration than the berries that
Okay.
Brooke gave.
To avoid confusion.
Yeah. Can't mix them up.
The ones that she gave you are slightly bigger in their size.
Toddle
Okay.
is gonna turn to Tigrid and say, "Can I pet that dog?
No, no,
Can I pet
no,
that
not yet.
dog?
Not yet. Not yet.
I'll pet that dog.
Not yet.
Can I pet
Cat's
that
just
dog?
Cat's just gonna start furiously shaking his head and going, meow, meow.
No, no.
Tigrid, oh man. Okay, I know what he's gonna do. Tigrid is going to reach back for another berry from
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the main person's name that hired us.
Bertha.
Oh, Bertha.
Another
yeah,
one
I
of
forgot
Bertha's berries. And
that
says, Tillet, could I have one of those?
Sure. We got lots of berries, but all right.
He casts invisibility on himself.
Okay.
Whoa.
Floating berry.
After he takes the berry, it would disappear with him. And then he's
Toddle,
basically
if
going to.
there was a floating berry, Toddle would have just been
Toddle would have
munch.
oh.
So in response to you just suddenly vanishing, Clay looks over, just kind of catches his eyes, as he like tilts his head a little bit, and his tail slams back down on the ground, causing the earth to
I'm
shake.
gonna start to play furiously, but like also very softly to try to keep his attention, like him calm. Shut your eyes, go to bed. Never seen that movie, don't actually know the song.
Yeah.
Hey, Toddle,
Oh
you
my goodness.
said you wanted to pet this one, right? How about you? You handle this one.
I
You
pet
calm
the
him down.
dog. I pet that dog. Okay, yeah. I pet that dog. Can I pet that dog?
Alright,
She's
so
gonna
you
walk
see-
up. How is it looking? Like, is it looking hurt, just normal?
He looks perfectly fine. He was just enjoying himself digging through the cavern, through the mountain walls, basically.
Oh, I thought he was angry.
No, he's not. He's just
Oh.
he looks like he's angry just because
Oh.
of the way his jaw and his face is.
RBF.
It's very like.
Okay.
Arby.
So I would not
Harpy.
have cast invisibility if I didn't think it was angry, because my goal was to approach it without it attacking.
No, it's just it's like a dog with his tail when he's happy or when he's just excited about something or sees something. His tail just kind of
But
goes.
he just has extra claws and stuff.
Okay. So can I undo casting invisibility?
Sure.
Then.
Sure.
Okay. Because my motive would not have existed.
Tuttle, I mean, she doesn't have a bad intelligence, but she's just not intelligent anyways. It's one of those like book smart, street dumb kind of people. She's gonna like, hoping that she's small enough that she's not gonna come off as intimidating. She's gonna try and walk literally straight up to this thing.
She'll walk up straight to him.
Yeah, she's gonna try and like literally like let it sniff her hand so that she can pet it.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
super nervous, and I'm gonna strum harder, and I'm gonna give her a bardic inspiration just in case you make her roll animal handling.
Yes, I am
Thank you.
definitely going to roll animal handling. Have you roll animal
Okay.
handling, please?
Please don't eat her.
15.
15. Okay. All right. So you put your hand out as Clay just kind of, as he kind of crawls up to you, and just kind of puts the underneath his head, underneath his chin, kind of like in the palm of your hand.
Oh, I'm gonna give him some little scratches.
So
Who's a good boy?
So you
Who's
do
a good
that.
boy?
You do that, and his tail just starts going onto the ground as everything just starts shaking.
Clay, no, Clay, please.
I need dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Oh, that's not gonna do it.
At 20.
Nat 20.
Get out of here.
I got a nat 20 divided
22
by
in all.
10.
Yeah.
Nog, what'd you get?
17.
Okay.
I'd like
and-
to roleplay this having experienced the tremors before. I'm going to use my cantrip of Move Earth just to like move the earth up around my feet so that they're kind of stabilizing me and I don't fall over.
It's the
And,
twin telepathy.
Kat, what'd you get?
I got a 22.
Okay.
I rolled a
so
16 with plus 6 to saving throw.
Oh my.
so Lucas, you take 4 bludgeoning damage and you fall down.
Okay.
Lucas,
you lose your balance.
Is this your second time getting whacked on the ground?
Well,
No, it was-
yes,
it
this
was
is my
to-
first time taking damage, but my
Okay.
second time, the first time it was kind of willingly for RP reasons.
Okay, well, so Dakota, you're the other one who took the falling down damage. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So
Okay.
you fall backwards, lose your balance. Everybody else just kind of keeps their
Okay.
steady.
You're a good boy, but it's time that we go see Bertha again.
Just at the name, you just
Cat will just go, Bertha!
Could I, when he says Bertha, can I create with minor illusion an image of Bertha, just like pointing at the box?
Minor illusion does have size limits.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's 5 foot. Is
It's-
she small and old enough?
It's anything within a 5-foot cube, I think.
Oh, then yeah, never mind.
and she's very short, and he's an animal, so I don't think
Okay, I wasn't sure.
it's.
I
alright,
couldn't
don't
remember
worry.
the size.
Don't worry.
Cat
He's
told me.
like, that illusion's 2 inches shorter than Bertha.
I'm a rules lawyer. Guess what,
You
guys?
can't fool
You're
me.
quite right.
I'm
Learn
sorry,
to-
but the proportion was 2 inches off, therefore he should not be allowed to cast a
Clay
spell.
just has
I-
a natural perception of like 20.
All right, so Mike, make a animal handling with advantage.
Okay, that's a 15.
Okay. So Clay looks over and sees this image of his
of his owner, and just as he kind of takes off in like a way, and like you can feel the earth, and you can feel the vibrations in the earth as he's making his way, like pretty much charging at this image and then this box. So he kind of charges and
How's Tillet doing with this thing?
Can I have her standing in front of the box?
yeah, sure. So he goes. He doesn't really know. He's not really aware. Actually, just to be on, just cause. Yeah, I'm gonna say he doesn't really notice anything else. He just kind of charges it, like just like a type of thing as he's charging toward the box, and he
just holding the box.
he gets sucked into the box.
Oh.
Oh,
Play.
All right.
awesome. Go team.
I like that one.
I got to pet the dog.
All right. Now that you
Sigrid,
guys,
Sigrid walks up to Toddle?
Tillett?
Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. I got confused for a second looking at the names. Sigrid walks up to Toddle and just says, sorry for telling you no. You did good.
Now she feels really good because you don't seem as angry anymore.
She's the best with animals.
He was never angry.
Just disappointed.
I know. Come on.
Just super depressed.
Disappointed.
Very disappointed. Okay. Okay.
He just misses home.
Well, I got some information. Some of them are over there. Do you want to go maybe find those ones? There's 2 more.
Let's do
2
it.
more over there.
Yeah.
That.
okay.
Alright.
Right.
Yeah, we keep
Oh.
moving in that direction.
Try and find tracks that lead to where I got the ping.
Okay. So you guys head over there. It takes a little while for you to make your way over there. It's getting slightly darker out. So the sun's starting to set. The sky has turned a beautiful orange with the darker tones of orange. And you guys make your way, and you get very close to the spot where you picked up the ping. So where would you like to go from here?
Can I see if I, a check to see if I can tell where it is, like if there's tracks or if it's noise or something?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigation. Dirty 20.
Okay. You don't happen to notice any tracks at all.
No tracks.
No tracks. But along the tree lines, you happen to notice these brilliant flashes of blue light that just as it's kind of zipping its way through the tree lines.
Zap.
See that?
I think I see that.
Zap.
Zap.
Zap? Oh no. He takes out his shield.
What is your shield made out of, if I can ask?
Wood.
Wood.
Okay. Is there any metal on it at all?
Guys, we are
I'm a
druids.
druid. I
We
can't
don't
use
Oh,
like
that's
metal.
right. I forgot about that.
We can use metal weapons, but that's it.
Cat's gonna just slowly start taking everything metal off of himself and piling it up.
So,
Oh, goodness.
how are you guys positioned right now?
I'm probably closest to the tree, like looking up as I found it.
Yeah, I'll be right behind her.
Okay. And everybody else?
I'll be like in the corner,
Um,
just dropping most of my gear except the banjo.
I'll be next to Cat, just there, not really knowing what to do.
Just saying zap.
I'll be
Just saying
standing kind of right next
as
to
he has been
Tillet.
for a while.
Yeah, I'll be standing kind of like right next to Tillet, like right off to the side of him.
Okay, but like still very like close, right?
Yeah, trying to essentially put myself in a position where if a threat comes up, I can jump between it and either one of these two.
Okay, so as this blue flash is zipping around you guys, suddenly it stops, and from the tree lines, because it's kind of moved from where you are, Ashley,
Mhm.
from where you are, it's kind of on the opposite side of the tree lines now,
Got it.
and
Okay.
facing toward you guys. If you guys are going to try to follow it, I need the three of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, Toddle's gonna follow it, so she'll make one.
Yeah. So is Tigrid goes where Tillet and Toddle go. So
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Chad
that's
is
a
not
fail.
messing with this thing.
That's a
He'll-
fail.
18.
15.
6.
Dang.
I like to think that Tigrid is just a little tiny bit bigger than the twins, but
I'm
just
certainly
takes
imagining
everything
him a lot
so much
taller.
harder. Yeah, I know.
I just kind of looks.
Mm.
So, how many of you guys got under 15, under 14? Just one of you?
One.
Okay.
And the Kenku did not try.
Okay, so two. I was not preparing for this, but here we are.
What?
I hear dice.
You don't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, squawk.
A Tarask appears out of the trees. That's the electric one.
A Tarask, you ask?
A Lich Tarask, obviously.
Lich Tarask.
Great.
A Lich ass.
Okay, let's see.
Like, no.
Okay, so Lucas, you take
Mhm.
25 lightning damage.
I use my reaction to have that with absorb elements, baby.
And then
Whoa.
both Dakota and
So-
Ashley will take 12 points of lightning damage as this
Yeah.
giant blue lightning bolt shoots out from the tree lines and strikes you guys.
So since I halved it, do I also take 12?
Yes, you'll also take 12.
Okay.
Ouch.
Are we in initiative now, or?
Yeah, can we?
Yeah, roll initiative, everyone.
All right.
Okay, I'm also gonna roll initiative because I do want to do stuff.
Yeah, me too.
15.
Dang it. Wait a minute. I'm a halfling. I can
You're
reroll natural
lucky.
ones. Yes. Okay, I gotta use this next
19
one.
from
Better
Cat.
not be another one. Oh, that's so much better. 16.
A lich
18.
All right.
Lucky halflings. Oh.
Okie dokie. So, sorry, repeat them. Lucas, what'd you get?
15.
15. Okay. Ashley?
Well,
12. Perfect. Dakota?
18.
18. Mike?
20.
20.
Mm.
And Jay?
19.
19. All right. Jay, what is your dex?
3 plus 3.
So what's your actual number?
I rolled a 16.
It's 16? Okay. No, I mean like your actual dexterity.
16.
16? Okay. Okie dokie. So, first up, we got Mike.
Oh, so Dog is going to like hop up, look at it, and then just start to body roll, hoping it would notice, and then cast Enthrall.
Okay, how exactly does that work again?
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
All right. Let's see. Wisdom.
hmm
Yeah. 9.
9 doesn't succeed. It's charmed. Has disadvantage on wisdom. Perception checks. And then
Is it just in a radius, or is it something you have to see?
verbal and somatics, range 60 feet.
Okay. It doesn't specify they have to see it.
That can hear you.
Hear you. Okay, so it can hear you.
If it has advantage on a failed save, the target had disadvantage on some saving throws, checks to perceive any other creature other than you until the spell ends, or until the target no longer can hear you. So it can only see me.
It can only see you.
Yes.
Okay. And sorry, did I hear something about it? Does it get a chance to try and break out of this charm?
No, it doesn't say.
So it's a duration.
Yeah, it lasts for 1 minute, or until it gets hit.
Okay. So with that being said, Mike, your turn's done, and now Jay, it's your turn.
All right, which one of the halflings is closest to me?
Probably Tigrid.
All right, I'll just kind of saunter up to Tigrid, go. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're healed 14 points of damage.
Oh.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to get close to Dakota.
Tillet.
There we go. I almost said Tittle again, and I was like, no, that ain't it.
I'll know what
and then
you mean.
I'll just kind of vibe near him so I can heal him when it's my next turn.
All right.
That's appreciated because I'm not doing so hot.
So
On the scale of all of your hit points to 0, how not hot are you doing?
About half hot.
Oh, geez. Okay, 3rd level. Got it. I mean, what? I'm not mitigating.
So, with that, it is now the attacker's turn. So Mike, you said, am I able to make an attack on you?
On me.
You.
It can only see me, and the spell ends if it can no longer hear me.
Gotcha. All right. So from the tree lines, let's see.
Also, I just want to say, when you heal Tigrid, he gets mad at you for not healing his siblings instead.
Oh. I'm just going to go closer.
Okay, so it is going. Another blue, smaller lightning bolt is going to come flying at Dog. That's not good. I think.
I think you know where it is about to go.
Does 13 hit?
Does not, and he's just gonna samba out of the way.
So he sambas out of the way as this kind of blue bolt crackles onto the ground beside you, kind of making a singe mark. And that ends its turn. So now it is Dakota.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going with the box. I'm going to cast Protection from Energy on myself.
Okay.
So that is concentration up to 1 hour.
Do I need to ask what element you're resisting?
I think fire.
Probably the best, yeah.
Actually, hold on, because it's concentration. Yeah, lightning, of course.
Sure.
So I'm going to cast that on myself, and then this blue light that's firing lightning bolts at us, it's in the trees, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's not totally visible, but
Okay.
you just know something's lurking in there.
Mm,
You know where the lightning is coming from.
okay. Then I'd like to just move closer to the tree.
The tree that it's in.
Yes.
Okay,
And I think that's all I'll do for this turn.
that's all you'll do. Okay. So then moving down to Lucas.
Between my two siblings, which one looks worse off?
Think Dakota. I think
I'm
Tibet
half hot.
is.
Where are you at? Where are you at, Tuttle?
Just over half hot.
Which one is physically closer to me?
Well, Tillet just moved, so it'll be Tuttle that'll be closer to you.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit at 3rd level,
All right.
which is going to cause kind of an entity of light that I'm gonna say. Ooh, let's hit the feels here. Looks like one of our parents.
Oh!
Appears right in front of Tillet. Or sorry, not right in front of, literally in Tillet's space, because I can do that.
Oh dear.
Which means you're going to heal for 2d6. And every time on your turn that you move through that space, if you like step out and step back in, or anybody moves through that space, they will heal for 2d6 as well.
That's a great spell.
It's a very good spell, especially for just keeping people alive
Is
during
that
combat.
in the player's handbook or
Xanathar's guide, I think.
Xanathar's?
I really need to get Xanathar's.
So
Let me double
good.
I'm really frozen
good.
here.
Oh,
Yeah, Xanathar's.
sick.
So, okay. And then from there, I'm going to move forward to Toddle and cast Cure
lost
Wounds. Oh, we lost.
Dakota for a sec.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
just
we
hear-
hear you. We
not
don't
your
see
video.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to kill your video until you come back, so the giant Skype logo is not blocking everybody.
Okay. Video?
Not yet.
Yep. Okay.
Keep on waiting.
Oh, that's a big on the
That
screen.
is a very big
Okay.
Skype logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sponsored
I just
by-
cut
no,
it.
I'm kidding.
There's a lag. There's a stream delay, obviously, so I cut it.
Yeah.
All good. All good.
Okay. So do you have video available? We still can't see you.
Oh, how about now?
Nope.
Yeah, everything like totally froze for a minute for me, so I exited and came back.
Do you want to try doing that real quick again? Just like exiting
Sure.
the call and come back, right?
Yeah.
Just real quick. Okay.
Well, I'll take this moment that we're paused. I mean, if people can still hear us on stream. Hope everyone is enjoying so far.
Go
And
follow our,
thank you
go
for
subscribe
being
to our
here.
YouTube channel.
Yes,
Hey.
go.
Thank you
Joe, go
again
check out our
for
YouTube
we have
channel.
affiliate status. Woo!
Yeah, that's super exciting to me. Honestly, I was rewatching the first episode of our
I keep meaning
campaign.
to.
Watching everything.
I keep meaning to.
Am I back?
Hey, we can see you now.
Yes.
Yay!
We can see you.
My favorite videos of ours to watch are the ones that I'm in.
Actually, there isn't one that we're in up yet.
I know, but you can watch them on the Twitch.
That's fair. The Twitch VODs are still up for a little bit. Twitch doesn't keep those permanently, though. That's what YouTube's for.
Ah.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so Dakota, you healed for 2d6 if you want to roll that.
Oh, cool.
Because of the healing spirit.
You healed multiple people?
Healing spirit is basically I create a literal healing spirit in one spot. So I created it in your space,
Oh.
so it's literally surrounding
Oh.
you right now. So
Cool.
it's one of our parents giving you a hug. And anytime you move through that space, or anybody moves through that space at the start of their turn, they will heal 2d6 because I cast it at 3rd level.
Okay.
And then
So
I'm gonna
I
walk.
just
Yes.
healed 6 points.
Yes. And then I'm gonna walk forward to Toddle, and put a hand on your shoulder, and I'll just be like, "You're gonna be okay." And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. We're gonna hold on to that last 3rd level spell slot, 2nd level.
Well, I mean, you already used a spell, right?
Bonus action.
Yeah, you did.
But
Bonus action.
But bonus actions still count as. Is it because it's not a cantrip?
Some people say 1 spell per round, like per.
Yeah.
Normally, it's 1 spell per round, not counting cantrips. You can cantrip and then do it as a bonus action.
Okay.
But you know what?
But it's up to the
because I am God right now, and I'm gonna say that's okay.
All right. Are you sure? It's okay. Like you can say no.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Trust me,
Oh,
Dylan
good.
says no. That is a thing he will do.
Tigrid is a healing boss.
Tigre. I mean, his primary concern is taking care of you two. So,
Oh,
Aww.
so he's gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. That's 4. That's of course I rolled a 1 for that 2nd die, but that's plus my spellcasting ability, which is gonna be another 3, so 5, 8 HP.
Thank you. Feel much better.
And then
On your turn. Okay, so then now we have Ashley.
So I can't see this actual thing, can I?
No, you can't. Sorry, I thought you were
No.
talking to. For some reason, I thought you were mentioning. You meant the healing spirit. I'm like, pretty sure you can.
No, I'm talking about the actual. So like I can't see it at all.
Unless you want to make a quick perception check.
Can I, or is that
Yeah,
going to
go
count
ahead.
as my action?
Nope, that's free.
Oh, you're so nice. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. All you can see in the tree, like where the lightning came from, you see these 2 blue eyes kind of crackling with lightning, almost lightning around them. Or this blue energy, electric energy, kind of surging through the creature's face.
Oh. Hello, my friend. I would like to use Thorn Whip. So it's going to be it's a 30-foot range. Am I 30 foot from it?
Yeah, I said so.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to whip, lash out at it. Let's see if it attacks, if it hits.
Okay.
That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So that will be 1d6 piercing damage, and I'm going to pull it 10 feet closer. Oh, no, it's 2d6 piercing. But I pull it 10 feet closer to us.
And you did how much, sorry?
I have to roll.
Okay.
7 piercing.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
It
I'm sorry, friend.
gets see if it breaks the enthrall since it got hit.
Mm.
Oh.
I really hope we don't kill this pet.
So you pull it, right? Out of the tree is what you're trying to do, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So, out of the tree falls this yellow creature with these 2 kind of stubby-ish feet and these like little long paws, almost kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a ferret, almost. Kind of that almost elongated, a little bit of elongated body. Again, that same sort of like paw motion, and these 2 long yellow antennae and these 2 bright blue eyes.
And as a bonus action, I would like to summon my bear spirit. Don't kill this thing. No. Everyone within 30 feet radius of my bear, which I think is everybody, including this animal. So everyone who is friendly, and I'm going to take this animal as a friendly friend, gets 10 temporary hit points and advantage on strength checks and saving throws while you're in the aura.
So
So I would like to give it back 10 temporary hit points after I have hit it.
well, as much as I would love to say yes, because you attacked it, it's a little bit more hostile toward you. So is it
But
what
it can
you
be
consider?
what I consider friendly.
Is it?
And a friendly creature is its attitude toward you, unfortunately, not your attitude towards it.
Anyone could be friendly. I don't even know if it's. Hold on, let me check where it says. Let's see. I'll find the thing. Continue on.
Okay. Anywho, back up to Mike.
You and your allies.
Yes. Okay.
So does it not count on this thing?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Unfortunately.
That's fair.
All right. Dog, it's your turn.
All right. Dog, does it still need to make the? Didn't make the saving throw?
Oh, it has to make another wisdom saving throw.
It got hit. Yeah.
No, it has to make concentration because I hit it.
Yeah.
It has.
It doesn't have to take concentration. It has to
No.
roll to see if it breaks.
If I can break out of.
Is it an insta break, Mike, or is it a roll to see?
It's a roll, but it has advantage because it.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, because an ally got hostile.
14.
Just fails.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So, in that case, dog is gonna go and just cast trying to keep the noise.
And
So
cast what?
the antenna and these large kind of like fennec fox ears just kind of like perk up as they like look over. Its antenna just are kind of like feeling out of the area. Alright, so that's. Oh, so Mike, it's your turn right now.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And what does this bonus action do? Let me. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do, and I'm just gonna keep moving closer towards it, doing it, just making sure its eyes are on me.
All right. So Jade, is your turn.
All right. So Kat is going to look at Tillet, and he's going to see that he didn't use his energy thing to protect him, and he's also going to see that his brother healed him, and he's just going to go, "Argh," and he's going to walk right up to freaking Toddle, and he's going to go, "Hello there." Doot, 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 and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh,
I don't think she needs that many.
Well, too late. I already rolled. It wasn't good anyway. So that's gonna be 5, 12. You get 12 hit points.
She's definitely back up to full.
And then I'm gonna walk back over to Tillet, and I'm just wait. That was my action, so I guess I couldn't grab the box and bring it over to the animal, could I?
You know what? I'm gonna say that's fine.
All right. I'm just gonna. Tillet has the box, correct?
yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna go box. And I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll let him take it.
And I'll just open it up, and I'll kind of walk over to the animal, and I'll just kind of go whoop and see if it works.
Okay. It keeps moving its head. Actually, you know what? I'll roll it. Yeah, it's just gonna keep moving its head around like it doesn't want to go quite in the box yet.
I'll just kind of set the box down next to it and go.
you get this like little one of its antenna kind of whip around and kind of hit your hand, and you get a little zap.
And then-
Doesn't do any damage or anything. Just gives you a little.
That will be my turn.
Okay, so now it's the creature's turn. But at this point, you probably already know it's Elisa.
Yes, my friend.
So it's gonna look over at Dog, and it's gonna kind of inhale, and as it shoots out a little blue lightning bolt at you.
Aw.
Oh god, that's not gonna hit. That's 13 to hit. Dang. Alright, so that's its turn. So now we go to Dakota.
Okay. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go run up to the box and try and shove him in there.
You're gonna do the same thing that Jay tried to do?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Do it.
But-
You have extra hit points.
I do, and
Um,
protection from
hey.
electricity.
You also roll 2d6 again because you started your turn in the space of the healing spirit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so it, again,
6 more.
just barely
Okay.
manages to kind of wiggle its way around, trying to move its head out of the way. Doesn't want to go in the box just yet. As it just kind of, again, another antenna kind of handle.
Okay. I'm not sure what else I can do here.
I mean,
Could cast Animal Friendship, but I was kind of hoping to save that for the last one.
up to you.
You know what? I'm going to cast it. Animal
Yeah.
Friendship. Oh,
Nice.
Beast must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for 24 hours.
You guys are just charming this thing left, right, and center, right?
Yeah. So it must meet or beat a 13.
You said wisdom?
That's correct.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh no.
You just kind of hear, kind of like a cat, almost like a cat noise.
No.
Hearing it, I'll go.
And that probably hints as to where Cat heard the call from in the first place.
Sounds good. Okay, that'll be it for my turn.
We love background for a character that has literally no backstory.
Yup. Okay, so we go back to Lucas.
Okay. Are my siblings still looking hurt?
Nope.
I think everybody's
Pretty
healthy
good.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking perfecto.
You're at max.
A little scratched up, but I'm fine.
All right. If y'all don't need healing and animal friendship has been cast on this thing. I'm sorry.
Attempted to.
Attempted to. Yeah. Sorry.
Didn't work.
Not quite this time.
I think what I'm gonna do.
Michael.
Okay, let me just make sure this doesn't deal damage before I do it.
I'm a grandma.
Adorable.
Okay. I am going to cast Fairy Fire on the little creature here.
Okay.
We're all gonna kill this thing.
No, Fairy Fire doesn't deal damage.
Oh, good.
So it is. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I say y'all are gonna kill this thing as Toddle does damage.
Yeah, I was about to say, Toddle's the first one to deal damage to it.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh my
All right.
goodness!
I know.
It succeeds, and that's my turn.
This thing is
Alright.
impervious.
She's fighting. She does not want to be.
No.
She does not. She
Alright.
wants no part of what y'all are offering her.
Time
as
for
a-
the berries.
And Ashley, it's your turn.
As a bonus action, I'm actually going to move the healing spirit to right in front of the creature. So if it moves through that space, it will also heal 2d6.
Sure.
It doesn't require to be. It doesn't have to be friendly for healing spirit.
Is it on the ground?
Yes.
It is?
You
I'm cast-
currently have like the whip around it still. I think.
Oh, it's really? I thought it just like.
I picture like a type of thing. On it.
I'm getting a lot of noise from someone.
It's
Me
like
too.
a fan.
Yeah.
That might be my PC getting very hot. Because I don't hear it. I can't really do much
Oh,
about that except move my
it's-
mic farther away.
It's gone now. So
So when you
Anyways.
talk, it goes away. Okay, cool.
Okay, so.
So then if it doesn't
Wait,
work like that necessarily then because when you said it pulled it, I kind of pictured the whip like wrapping around it.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if it would come off or not.
Oh,
Anyways.
it's fine. I'll say it came off. So when the guys were trying to put the box over its head, you just kind of dodged out of the way.
Cool. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna cast Entangle on it. So, I need a Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Entangle is a radius, correct?
Yep. But
There's
I
gonna be
can
a lot of
choose where it
saving throws.
starts. I can choose where it
Okay.
starts.
Okay, cool.
16.
Oh. Yeah.
So you try to cast this. Was it ensnare?
Entangle, so like the vines and weeds were gonna
So
like get around
these-
it, but it doesn't. It
These
just gets
vines start erupting from the earth, trying to surround it and trying to trap it. But at
Yeah.
least
it's
on
it
half.
still goes off, and it's just difficult terrain, but he's not caught in it.
Yes.
So at least his bottom half turns into this lightning bolt. So it just kind of
Ooh.
as it like zips around the vines that are trying to ensnare it. All right. So then we're back up to Mike.
So dog continuing to dance because my thing has decided to be weird. How heavy is the box?
The box is
Yep.
no more than I'd say like a baseball.
Okay.
It's fairly
So-
light.
So if I were to, let's say, cast Mage Hand, will it be able to pick it up?
Yes.
So he's gonna continue to
Dance
dance, do the
party.
SpongeBob, like,
Right.
and he's going to cast Mage Hand, and is going to try to like
Uh,
put him in the box.
Nice.
Alright. So you're gonna try and take the box and try to
Just
put it on top of at least.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what save that would be or what that would be.
I was just making a dex save to see if she could dodge out of the way of it, but she's too focused on getting around these vines that she doesn't notice the box come and just start kind of just suck her into the box.
She was distracted for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So you guys now have successfully
Thank
captured
goodness.
Elise.
That one was hard.
That was
How
a
many
tough one.
berries do we have left? We have 2 berries left.
You guys
right?
have
We
2
still got
berries.
2 berries.
All right, cool. This last one should
Plus
be a
all the ones
breeze.
I made.
Except she's shy.
Oh yeah. If anybody needs more healing, the good berries will each heal 1 hit.
Cat is gonna walk up to Toddle and go in the old lady's voice, "Don't harm them," and then glare very angrily at her.
Can I punch it in the face? Tigrid,
Oh, you were at no, of course not.
I thought he was gonna agree.
Why would I say yes to that?
And then I'm gonna go.
Tigrid, it's not very nice to me.
Violence is never the answer.
I'm gonna go. Tigrid, it's not very nice to me. Can I punch it in the face?
Okay, at that point, she's punching it.
I was about to say, Tigrid says, you know what? Go for it.
She's just gonna punch. All right. That's a 3 to hit. Oh, this little
Can I
thing
just
just like.
matrix? I'm just gonna freaking matrix the fist, and then just start strumming as I back away slowly.
Oh, she's gonna start cussing again. As many cuss words as a little small person knows.
I'm going to touch my brother and cast invisibility on him.
Oh, good one.
I didn't think this was gonna derail. Okay. How long does invisibility last?
Oh, wait, I'll tell you right now, if I can find it again. It lasts concentration up to an hour.
Oh, okay. Does Total have anything shiny on her person that I could see?
She's a druid.
So
Oh, that's right. Does she have anything fancy, like that looks like it's worth something?
Hold on, let me check. She got some birch bark. She has like ears.
Literally,
Druid,
he's just trying to
that's
grab something, just steal something from her.
You say-
Okay,
you
you
say
know,
birch
I'll
bark?
give you this. She has a dino tooth.
I'm gonna
Say
snatch the dino tooth.
Oh, you best hope we don't see that.
I'm gonna try. I'm invisible,
Make a
right?
sleight of hand with advantage.
Mushroom dance.
Okay. For some
Mushroom
reason-
dance.
Okay.
Can I
okay.
make something against it, like
You
a
can make-
dex or something to get out?
Uh,
Perception?
yeah. Perception.
What?
And We're
Perception?
back into initiative.
Am I even get? But he's invisible.
Make a perception. No, you know what? Make a dex check.
A dex
Yes.
to like jump out of the way as soon as I feel something.
Yeah, as soon as you
touching
feel
it.
something, you kind of move out of the way. How fast you react. I think Jay's frozen.
Mushroom dance.
Jay's indeed.
Yeah,
frozen.
his video is frozen.
He's frozen.
What? I just put it in
Holding
me.
really still.
And given that he's not
Sorry,
responding, I'm
I
assuming his
scratched-
audio is too.
In all, that was an 11. I rolled a natural 1, but I had advantage.
I got 15.
Oh no!
So as soon as you start,
As soon as I feel the dino tooth,
You feel
even
you-
so much as being tugged,
exactly.
I am gonna
Tuttle
jump
feels a little
as
tug.
far away from the tug.
Tuttle feels a little tug on her person, and she just immediately nope.
Yeah, no,
kind of smacks your hand
absolutely
out of the way. Or smacks
not. Yeah, I don't even see the hand, but I smack.
You just a very general.
Not say dino tooth.
That's all I'll do because I don't want to derail too much. We need to keep going.
Yes, that's true. I'm always up for derailing.
I mean, I am too, but like we're
Does
actually
the-
keeping the stream at a good length, so like I'm trying to keep it up.
Yeah.
Does the invisibility stay? Are you gonna keep concentrating on that?
That's up to Mike.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was asking, Mike.
I'll keep it concentrated until we start moving again,
Okay.
and then I'll drop it.
At that point, when she feels that nobody is no longer touching it, she's gonna go, because she doesn't know what just happened. She thinks like some bad spirits in the area must be trying to grab her necklace or something. She's, guys, maybe we should go find the other one and get out of this place.
I'm gonna start making ghost noise. I'm just gonna go woo all around.
Oh my god, guys, can we go, please? She's gonna start
At
crying.
that point, at that point, he says, "That's it," and casts Dispel Magic.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
Could I cast Counterspell?
Party members fighting.
I mean, sure.
Can
that
Dispel
break your
Magic be
concentration?
counterspelled?
Yeah, I think so.
Would that break your concentration, Mike?
Yes,
Is-
if he's casting another spell, it would break
Is
concentration.
Counterspell concentration?
Wait, no, he can cast spells
No.
that aren't concentration based.
No, but you're concentrating on invisibility.
Yeah, you can. Can't you cast other spells?
You can, just
You
not
can
anything
cast
else.
any
Okay.
that aren't
That's right.
concentration.
That's right.
So if Counterspell is not concentration.
Is it a? It's a D20, right?
Mm-hmm. 10 DC to break it is 10 plus the spell's level. So
What's the spell's level?
I'll tell you that after you roll.
I got 13.
That's the spell's level.
Ah!
So does it undo Dispel Magic?
Yep.
Does that
So-
succeed? All right.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
then
so
he just
sorry,
punches.
Dylan.
Then he just punches him.
You can't see me. I'm invisible.
Not you.
Oh.
Punch me. Do it.
Sorry, not punch. He shillelaghs you with his quarterstaff. He
That's
whaps you.
fine.
Um,
All right, make an attack.
that's gonna
But it
be.
turns into
Oh
PvP.
yeah, PvP. Here we go.
Oh
you,
no!
you guys may have forgotten because
Did
of
you
all
get a
the
natural
OP
20?
that you are dealing with a combat DM.
Yeah,
Model is
and we just
running
wasted-
over to Tillet and being like, what's going on? I've never seen Tigrid like this.
We just wasted 2 third-level spells.
Okay, so I think hang on, I'm not there. I'm invisible right now.
So I did roll a nat 20 to hit.
That's Shillelagh's damage.
Kill the
Shillelagh's
Kenku.
damage. Shillelagh's damage.
Oh,
Hang on, is
man.
Shillelagh concentration? Because my
D8.
healing spirit is still
No,
around.
it's a cantrip, so if you're using your club or whatever, it becomes a D8 to hit. A D8 damage instead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the weapon's damage die becomes a D8. But that doesn't scale, so it's just 1D8 still?
Yeah.
Okay, but since it's nat 20, it's 2D8.
Well, it's 1d8 at 8 max, and then you just roll the d8.
Where are we right
Oh,
now? Are we on
okay,
the
got
side
it.
of the mountain?
That's how you do
Like-
No, you
Okay.
guys are
Wow.
you guys are north right now.
Okay.
Mm.
So that's 12 damage plus wisdom, 15 damage. But my healing spirit's still around, and Shillelagh is not concentration. So once this is over, I'll heal you back. I'll heal that back.
Wait,
So
how much
I'm
in
gonna-
total is that?
15 damage. So now you have to make a concentration check.
I think with concentration, is it half the damage you took, or is it the full damage?
Or
you took?
10,
It's-
half
yeah.
versus
Okay.
10, and 10's higher, so,
So
you have
10
to
is
get
higher.
a 10.
Would you roll?
I swear if he succeeds. Oh my god!
Oh,
No,
Thank
but-
you.
no, but-
Oh my god!
No, but he's gonna go unconscious and drop the spell.
Oh my!
So if you hit him on the
dear
head, he's
Lanta.
just gonna go and just fall over.
Oh wait, 15? That takes you out?
No, I'm
no,
just
Mike's
doing
just
that.
choosing you to be funny.
Oh.
So as I see him whacking my, like, are we related? Or are we just bros?
I don't know. What do you
Brother.
think?
You guys can be.
Yo,
As I
brothers.
whack my fellow Kenku, I'm gonna use sending, and I'm gonna message the old lady and say, "Help! North! Attack!"
Oh God.
Oh.
Hey,
And then
guys,
I'm gonna
let's
use,
go.
and then I'm gonna move my healing spirit over the Kenku back and forth until he's at max health.
As I'm casting, I'm gonna get as far away from her as I can, so it doesn't look like it was me doing everything.
All right.
Um,
So with that all said and done,
I'm sorry, Dylan.
all good. I really enjoyed it.
It was going too well.
It was going through perfectly. Like you
Okay.
cannot like script this honestly. Like
Hey,
Oh.
I would like to say all I did was tell her to be nice, and then she threatened to punch me, so I threatened to punch her, and now I'm. And then I would-
and then you went invisible and tried to steal her prized possession that was a gift from our
That's fair.
I
parents.
did not tell her to be nice.
Anyway.
You were so you're just like, no damage them.
anyway, I'm gonna seeing that I'm now visible. I'm gonna run up and try to make sure that dog is okay.
He's fine. He's healed it back to max.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to wake him up. He's like passed the frick out, unless that would wake him up.
Can I say I have,
We
like,
can do more
Looney
damage.
Tunes-
Maybe it'll wake him up.
I mean, he was unconscious by choice.
Can I do like have like a Looney Tunes like lump on my?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you've finally woken up, dog, his abnormally sized cartoon bump finally disappears, and you guys kind of collect yourselves. Are you guys headed back to the estate? Are you guys headed? What are you guys doing?
No, we should go get that last animal.
Yeah, we need to find where it is.
Rest,
Guys,
please.
I have
And I'm
not-
gonna point
I have
to.
used one first level spell slot.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
rest, please, and I'm gonna point to the bump on Dog's head.
I agree with that. He's. I turn to the. I go. I healed him. He's fine, but I do want to rest.
No. Toddle's gonna say, "Kill it. Let's go find it ourselves. Let's split the party."
Oh.
Oh,
We went from a good, calm game of everybody being friends to PvP. Let's split the party.
chaos ensued.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna whisper back, just like, yeah, let's just wait until they're all like, sitting down by the fire, and then we'll sneak off.
Okay.
All right. So you guys start setting up camp for the night.
Oh, I meant go back to the. I guess I'm a Kenku, so I didn't say go back to the house. We could just go
You
back
said
to the
that's-
house.
She did. Bertha did say that if you guys ever needed to rest, then
Yeah.
you can come see her. But that's
Wait.
completely up to you. If you
Toddle
want to,
remembers.
Are we doing a
She's
short
not
rest or a
gonna
long
say it.
rest?
that's up to you
Tigrid-
guys.
Tigrid's not cool with a long rest.
Okay,
He
then we
wants
could
a
just.
short
Then I'll
rest.
just grab some sticks and I'll start a fire and I'll just kind of sit down
Mhm.
and start playing my banjo.
Have the box and the berries.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some wood, and then
I gotta go to the bathroom.
until it's gonna
We walk
sneak
in
off.
the same direction.
I'm gonna use Song of Rest while we're vibing and everyone gets healed. Freaking 1d6 if they need
Okay.
it.
I'm back up to max. Now, hang on.
So
if you two
I
are
assume-
sneaking away, you're
I was
not
gonna say-
resting. You don't
I was
get
gonna
that
say,
extra
yeah.
healing.
Oh,
The two of them, because they left.
I don't
they
need
get
it. I'm at full and yeah.
I saw you rolling that, Dakota.
yeah, I erased it.
Okay, so the three of you are sitting by the campfire there, and the two of you two sneak off. So
Tigrid takes a nap.
where, yeah, Teelit and Toddle, where are you guys going? Like, what
I
direction are you guys
remembered
heading?
getting the ping from the west, and I
You already got the animal you pinged.
Yeah, you
No,
got the
I
animal.
pinged from the northeast, but I also got a
And-
ping from the west.
Then the west was toward the mountains.
Oh, then did I get another ping or no?
You just got the one. Well, technically you got the two because you knew the one. You knew
Oh.
Clay was at the mountains, and then you pinged Elisa.
Oh, okay.
you
Then
don't
I
have
want to
enough.
find
Okay.
the last one. I want to really perform locate animals and plants.
All right.
Actually, not even. I'm just gonna use a spell slot because I don't want to wait 10 minutes.
Okay. So you use it, and you pick up another ping. It's more east. In the direction you guys are north. You're getting the direction from southeast. No, yeah, southeast.
It's that way.
So it's toward the lake that that Bertha had mentioned.
The water. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So we
All
rush
right.
off in that direction.
So just so you guys know, it's
Fast as our
it's
little
laid out.
halfling.
so-
can go.
It's laid out now. So that means
Hey, I already got a
it's
good
dark out.
berry, so
Yeah, it's dark out. It's a clear sky. It's a clear sky. The stars are out. The
Okay.
moon is shining bright.
starlight, starbright, first star I see tonight. Wish I might have to wish I wish. That's Toddle. As soon as she sees the stars.
What do you wish for, Toddle?
I can't tell you. That'll ruin it.
Every time.
All right.
I'm gonna have produce flame just to be a torch for the evening.
So real quick before we continue with this, the three of you who are at the camp, are you guys wanting to take a short or long rest?
Short rest. And I would also like to take a nap during that short rest.
Okay.
And could I describe a dream I have?
Sure.
So Tigrid has a dream that he's back on the boat.
Oh no.
His siblings are not there in this dream. And he sees the rope frayed and starts furiously casting mending on it over and over again, just hoping something would happen, but the anchor's in the water, so it's too late. And he just keeps doing this. And then he wakes up to find his siblings gone.
I'm just playing the banjo while resting.
Could I be like, with the fire that's going, it'll be really hard to, but like bake a little bit of cookies, and when he wakes up, just like
Cookies.
like hold it down.
Peace offering cookies.
Yeah, he'll accept the cookies and he'll be like, "I'm sorry for bopping you on the head. I was simply trying to make sure your friend didn't hurt my sister." And then he went, "Speaking of which, they've been gone for a while. Where'd they? Wait, where'd they go?" And he's gonna stand up, and just his mood changes so quick. He is panicked now.
His one job in life.
And y'all snuck away. So Tigrid's in full panic mode now.
I'm just gonna like start play. I'm gonna like step in front of him and go, and then I'm gonna go in her voice, bathroom, and I'm gonna point the direction they went.
He's off.
Oh no.
He's off that way.
I'm like chugging after you, trying to keep up. Just
You can decide how long it took, DM. So
Yeah.
basically, I'm sure because it's he took a nap, so it has to have lasted a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you guys are taking a short rest, it was like an hour, so you probably took
That's
a
fair.
half-hour nap, something
That's
like that.
Also, Toddle is not very good at sneaking, or I mean, she's whatever at
That's
sneaking,
what I
but she
did.
probably left a full-on dragged a line with her quarterstaff or something. There's a full-on. You can find out where she is very easily.
But we do have an hour of time that has to happen before we can catch up.
Hey, new
So-
player question: how do short rests work? I've never taken one in my entire D&D career.
Those I can't quite remember.
Hang on,
So basically, most classes don't get any spell slots back.
Okay.
You can
I-
roll any amount of your hit die that you have. So your 5th level, so you get 5 D
I'm at full
whatever
health.
bards are, and then use those to regain health back. That's pretty much it.
Oh well, dang it! If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have gone for the short rest. I thought I might get spells back.
We also
Only warlocks.
I got
get
2
short
first level
rest.
spell slots back. Wizards can as well.
Wizards can as
and
well.
druids
And
can.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Some druids can.
Yeah,
Circle
so
of the land.
I'm a Circle of the Land druid, so I regained spell slots equal to half my level rounded down in terms of total level. So it has to be total level 2. So I regained 2 spell slots.
Well, we got a nice dream reveal, so it's fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jay, you get all
Yeah.
your bardic inspirations back.
Oh, good. Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, they're short rest.
Hold up. How long?
All right. What do we find?
Okay, so you guys are traveling, and you get closer and closer, and you happen to notice that the once clear skies that are around you have started to darken a bit. The stars are disappearing behind these dark clouds that are forming. And as you get closer and closer to the lake, you feel the temperature around you start to drop.
Hey, I think we're in the right direction. She said
Yes.
it was cold.
Yes. It gets colder and colder as you get closer to the lake. Very,
Okay.
very brisk.
Brr, I don't like this. Can I make a perception check to see if I can figure out where this animal currently is?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception.
Oh, that's only an 11.
11. That's fine. As you guys get closer to the lake and you're kind of keeping your eyes out for anything, you approach the lake, but something's not right. The lake is entirely frozen over.
Oh.
These small, jagged pillars of ice have erupted from the lake. So you see these giant icicle spikes coming out from the lake in various sizes and heights. And closer to the center of the lake is this white, fluffy creature with these little ram horns that kind of curl backwards and up. It looks very canine in its figure, with these very large padded paws, as it's kind of laying there in its kind of nest of snow around it.
Tillet, the lady said that it was very shy, so maybe we should stealth up to it.
What if we pretend to be one of its friends?
How do we do that?
Well, you know how we can turn into dinosaurs, right? We've already seen a couple new creatures today. Which one do you want to be?
Oh, I would like to be the squirrel thing.
The yellow one?
No, that one scared me. The one that had the fluffy tail.
Sabrina one.
Yes, Sabrina.
One.
Okay. Do you have stat blocks set up for these creatures, Dylan?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, this is so cool.
You sound so defeated.
They don't entirely make a whole lot of sense because first time homebrewing creatures, but we're working with it.
Okay.
Totally fair. I'm not as much concerned about fighting. I just want to make sure I can look like it right now.
If you need anything, you let me know and I will.
Cool.
I will tell you what
cool.
you need.
All right, and before you know it, this blue little squirrely thing is next to you.
And I'm gonna turn into whatever Elisa was, the yellow one with the antennas.
There's certain CR ratings that you guys are allowed to
True.
transform as. Yes.
I can only do half because
and I can
I'm
go up
regular.
to 1.
Because I don't necessarily know what kind of.
I figured the squirrel was less harmful.
Well, you guys didn't experience. You guys didn't experience what the other group experienced.
Oh my gosh, that little squirrel thing hacked us up, dude. Stories we will tell you after the stream. Arcane Adventures after hours.
I'm gonna say they. You know what? I'm gonna allow it.
Yeah.
Just because I like it.
Okay.
I would have said they're a little bit higher than what you guys were technically allowed.
Yeah.
For drones. But hey,
Is there any
It's
that we've
less
seen?
combat.
exactly. This is I said. This whole session is totally based on players. So I set it up so you could take it either way. You could take it very heavy RP, or you could take it heavy combat.
I love it.
All right,
Okay.
so you guys transform to Elisa and Sabrina.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So you guys are making your way up to this creature, right?
Yes, we're gonna go up to our friend Galacia.
When I wild shape or when we wild shape, it says that our gear either melds in with us or
Mhm.
it's like left on the ground. So I'm gonna
I would
leave.
like to meld.
I'll meld most of my stuff, but I'll leave the box and the bear and a berry on the ground, and I'm just gonna carry those now. That's a little
Push
yellow
them along with our face.
Yeah.
Well, Elisa has the paws enough, like big enough paws to carry
Okay.
both.
You're Momo.
I'm Electro Momo.
Kind of.
Yes.
So Pikachu.
Long Pikachu is long.
Okay, so you guys get closer to it, and how do you want to approach it? It looks like it's sleeping. Glacia is sleeping.
I'm gonna snuggle up to it.
You suddenly notice Glacia kind of wake up, and she kind of like sniffs and sniffs, and something's not quite right.
I'm gonna sniff it back.
Roll to sniff.
All right.
Can I make a deception check?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no, Ashley.
Was it a 1?
10.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Re-roll for me.
Oh. A dirty 20.
Damn it. All right. So, Glacia just kind of sniffs, and then as soon as you start sniffing back, she just gives you as
my
this
God.
long, like
And then I break
long
back.
purple tongue. Long purple tongue. It's kind of.
You guys didn't have the box.
No,
Yeah,
we
they
do
did.
No,
have
you
the
bought
box.
Yeah.
Till it has the box.
No,
Uh,
till it gave it to.
Before we left, I made sure he had it.
Yeah, she literally said that we grabbed the box because
okay.
I used it, but I left it on the ground.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, sorry. Ignore
Okay,
me.
I would like to distract Glacia.
Sorry, real quick.
Yes.
We just hit 301 followers.
Oh, hey, awesome.
Thanks, guys. That's incredible.
That's
That's
super
I'm guessing
cool.
you're on
wild.
Twitch.
No, we didn't.
Hmm?
That's the time.
Hang
Chaz
on,
just said
look-
we're at 301 followers,
look,
and I
let me
asked
look,
if it was
let me
on
look, let
Twitch.
me
Oh, I see
We're
it
at
says
302. See?
297.
Right there, 302. Focus.
Hey!
Oh, yay!
Focus.
No,
Focus.
because
awesome.
It's because you got the background blur
background.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, it's at 302 now.
Mine's not registering.
Yay!
Thank
Yay,
you.
that's exciting though. Woo!
That's awesome.
Now just go. Now all 300 of you go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right.
Okay.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you like what we're doing.
So
I'm
as,
just
so
kidding.
as
Turn on the bell for notifications.
Oh my god.
This video was sponsored by NordVPN.
No.
Raid Shadow Legends.
All right. Sorry, Dylan. Go ahead.
It's all right. All good. So as Glacia kind of accepts Sabrina as to be the real thing, she's gonna look over at Elisa holding this box and a berry, and she starts just kind of sniffing at you. So make a deception check for me.
Okay. Deception. That's a 17.
Yeah. Okay. She doesn't think anything of it. She just kind of sniffs and then just kind of looks back down and just kind of puts her head back down very, very calmly.
Okay.
As if nothing's happening, as the snow is just lightly falling.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do next?
Get her in the box.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little squirrel waddle up to her head and just like open the box and see what she does.
Let's see, she notices. She doesn't notice.
Okay. What if I hold up a berry above the box?
The scent of the berry kind of triggers as she just kind of looks back up and comes over to it and just starts sniffing around it like a dog does with a treat. Just
Yeah. I'm gonna drop the berry in the box.
I'm uncomfortable with the energy we create in the studio today.
Can I push her into the box from behind?
no, because you are tiny and she is
Yeah.
bigger than you.
And I can fall into the box too. I
She's
want to
like-
see what it's like.
She's about the size. She's about the size of a golden retriever.
Oh.
Okay.
So she's. I'm gonna say roll animal handling for that.
Okay. Oh, that's not so good.
Does he have advantage because he's one of her friends?
That is a
I tried.
10.
I tried.
10.
Yes.
So, like almost any dog, when you throw one of their toys, they kind of look at it. Her ears her long ears just kind of perk up, and she just kind of sticks her head into the box as she just kind of gets sucked into it.
Oh,
Snap closed. Oh my gosh.
can I come out of my wild shape and just like,
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out a wild shape too, and we're gonna be like, hey!
hey, we did it! High
And
five!
as you guys are celebrating, you see 3 familiar figures catch up to you at the base of the lake.
What do you think you are
Oh,
doing?
oh no.
Dog is running with a tray.
I
of
have a
cookies.
question, Dylan.
Yes.
So with Blaine, the environment got really, really hot when we were around, and then when we captured him, it got cool again.
Oh, no.
Is the lake
In the middle
is the
of
lake
the
now
lake.
going to unfreeze?
Oh, it is. Wait, we can wild shape again into crocodiles.
Yes.
So, as you guys are, so as Tillet's sitting there, just he feels like something's missing. He feels like something's not right. The snow suddenly stops, and the clouds start to disperse. And the
Run.
icebergs that have erupted from the lake start melting away at a very fast pace. The ice beneath you starts to crack.
I start singing the Titanic theme song in Kenku.
Does Tigger see this?
You said, okay, dog. You said you were running up with the tray. Were you running up to them, or
No. I was just running beside Tigrid and Cad with the tray of cookies that I baked
okay?
earlier.
I just have just the super funny like.
So you two
music
are at
playing.
the base, and then when you were saying to it, Tigrid, when you were saying that to them, were you walking toward them?
I was running toward them, especially if I saw the ice cracking.
All right.
Well,
The ice started it was slowly going away. Shortly after you had gotten there. So yeah, you would have been running up to them. All right.
Yeah,
I stopped at the lake bed.
So
Alright,
both the Kenkus are sitting at the edge of the lake.
We knew what was up.
I jump into the water and I wild shape into a crocodile.
The ice starts cracking underneath you guys as the land suddenly becomes very unstable and very difficult to maneuver your way around. What do you
Yeah,
do?
we're doing crocodile.
You're all gonna wild shape into crocodile.
Croc.
Actually, wait.
Who has the
no,
box?
I would like to do a reef shark.
Wait, who has
I
the
love
box?
I have a box. I shoved the. All right.
Does the
Yeah.
box meld to you, or does it? Yeah. You already said. Okay, so the
Yeah,
box is
I
fine.
can choose which
Oh,
gear
yes,
melds
you-
and which one doesn't.
Yes, you melt because I was gonna say
I
originally you
frog.
didn't melt it. Originally you didn't melt it to your body, but
I can't pick.
exited out of your wild shape and then went back into it.
Yeah.
So we're
No,
good.
sorry. I turn into a dolphin.
That's not saltwater, buddy. That's a lake.
A dolphin, it doesn't matter, but a shark, it probably will.
Oh, that's right. Dolphins freeze off. I'm stupid.
Okay, then I'll be a frog.
Frog will work.
That works. So all you guys turn into aquatic animals, and the ice, as quickly as you saw it, is pretty much completely melted back into the lake, as it's now very, very cold water.
Just a
Okay,
shivering crocodile.
My swim speed is 60 feet. So how quickly do I get to them?
Probably very fast. Mine's 20 feet as a frog.
Very quick.
If I as soon as I get to them, I go up to the frog first, and I kind of like motion for her to jump on my back.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
And then I go over to the crocodile, and I'm not quite sure how you're gonna get on my back, but we can make
It's
this
okay.
work.
My swim is 30 feet,
Okay.
but I am cold.
He'll swim with you, like slowly the whole time. Slow himself down specifically so that to help you and make sure that you get back okay.
Cool.
And then when we come walking out of the water, Toddle's like, one of those.
Oh my! All right.
Watching them swim back and realizing the water's probably cold, Cat's just gonna get a little fire going with prestidigitation and some if there's any trays or something laying around. That way they don't freeze to death when they get out.
Thank you.
That's appreciated. I'm still
Actually,
a
I
think
crocodile.
like his staff, I imagine Tigrid saw this and just bolted in. Like his staff and shield are still on the beach. Like his bag is still on the beach. He just dropped everything and dove into the water right away.
Well, I'm not using
As
that
she
for
comes
fuel.
out, everything
I
is
didn't think
melted
you-
back into normal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Tigrid, you dropped all your gear.
Onto the ground, yeah.
Okay, so you're nude right now.
Well, not my
Oh my
clothes.
God!
Not my
Kill it!
clothes.
Kill it!
No,
Don't
no, no,
cry!
no. Tigrid's clothes.
Cat's gonna
stayed on.
cackle.
It was, he
Okay.
didn't take the time to strip.
I think
No, you
You
just
know
hear Tuttle.
what
Oh
is
my
it?
God, it burns!
Dog
No,
is gonna look
so
up,
Tigrid
look
is
at
dressed.
himself,
Tigrid is dressed.
and then look back
Okay.
up.
Anyway.
He's dressed, but as soon as we're back into normal forms, he just immediately he sits down. He makes sure that you two are okay. He goes, Tillet, are you okay?
I'm still a crocodile.
I have the fire near the shore, so they don't have to go far.
Tillet, I need you to come back.
I'm still a crocodile.
I'm
That
just
seems
gonna
like-
I'm just gonna shake my big crocodile head and go by the fire.
Okay, fine. Tuttle, are you okay?
Yes. Are you gonna yell at me?
Go sit by the fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a
And he will lecture a crocodile. Tigrid is not afraid.
I will grab a cookie and I'll just feed it to the crocodile and kind of pat him on the head.
Toddle sits next to Tilly and goes, "You want to see something funny?" And she casts Gust. So that Tigrid goes flying.
Does he
How
get
far
his
back
save
do I
against
go?
that?
Yeah,
don't
can I
know,
save
but
against
I
that?
really don't want to.
Earth,
Let's see.
fire, water. That was the wrong order. Whatever. Air.
Okay.
Water.
Oh, I think it's
Oh, I
in...
did the core
oh,
order. Never mind. I'm still good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, hold on.
I get to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Seeing the gust of air, Cat's
think-
gonna run into it and start flapping his arms very hard, trying to fly.
I'm gonna look up at now the flying tigret, and I'm just gonna snap my finger and go ah, and I'm gonna cast levitate so it doesn't fall too hard.
I only
Wait, did
moved
he-
5 feet
he
back.
made the
guys.
save.
I only
No.
moved 5. No, I didn't. I did not make the save. But I only moved 5 feet back, so I'm not
5 feet.
flying up into the air. I just she
Oh,
kind of
that's just-
me over a
It's
little bit.
just a little...
I do
Wow.
appreciate it though. But he stands up. He stands up and he just gives a death stare to Tuttle, like he is not playing.
I'm just gonna
sitting there,
open my.
Wait, she just goes, do they know that we caught the other animal?
No.
She's just gonna be
They just kinda
giggling
saw
and she's
you, like-
gonna go,
I'm
guess
just
what
I'm just
we
gonna-
caught?
I'm just opening my croc mouth, like laughing.
Yeah, like she does not think she did anything wrong. She's like, guess what we did?
He walks up and just kind of like has his finger like pinched on the bridge of his nose and kind of like looks at you guys and just goes, okay, listen, we are not on the farm anymore. Our parents are not here. It is just us three. We need to stick together. If
and
we
then
don't,
Toddle starts mocking you. We need to stick together.
is this parenthood? Um, um, how do I respond to that?
How do you respond?
the gosh, though, I can't.
He just kind of looks and he goes, Toddle.
Toddle, look at me.
Do I look like this was funny to me?
I look like this was funny to me.
You got lucky out there. He's just ignoring you. You got lucky out there. That could have gone
Yeah.
really badly, and you could have gotten really hurt.
I could have gotten hurt.
Think of what the... He's gonna keep going until one of you guys stop me.
No.
I'm gonna wild or unwild shape and go back to my regular form, but since a crocodile is like laying on the ground, I'm just gonna be like laying on the ground like this.
The dog is gonna jump in the water.
He
Yeah.
jumped in the water.
Yep.
Looking down at Tillet and Toddle, he goes, if you guys run away again, there will be consequences. And then he goes, enjoy your little victory. And he goes and he sits down on the other side of the fire. He's pissed.
That's no way to talk to people who've just succeeded on the mission.
I am your older brother. Success doesn't matter.
I'm gonna look at them and in his voice go, success matters. I'll just cut the doesn't and I'll like go, high fives?
High five.
High five.
And then I'll look really sad and I'll point to her bag and go, I apologize.
All right, are we moving on then? Are you going back to the estate?
I think
Yes.
that's a good idea.
I have a question. What is everyone's alignments? Because I feel like we're entirely chaotic good except for Tigrid.
Yeah.
Tigrid's lawful.
I
We're
knew it.
chaotic.
I'm definitely chaotic. I'm chaotic neutral because I wasn't sure. I made this character 0.2 seconds ago, so I wanted to be safe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tigrid's lawful out of necessity. Like, I think if he was alone, he would probably be more neutral or maybe chaotic. But because he feels the need to be the parent, he goes lawful.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
That means Tigrid is having a bad time.
Yeah.
Tigrid is having a bad time, yes.
Hashtag RIP Tigrid. He's just not having
No,
it.
the funniest part is we literally were like, oh, okay, 20. So they're like young adults. And then throughout the session, they've just gone from like
Wait, but they're
maybe
halflings.
17 to like
No,
14.
we're like
yeah, that's
6
So
years old.
five.
Halflings
At
and
this
then
point,
down
yeah.
to like 12 to 6 years
Don't
old.
halflings like not mature till they're 50?
No, halflings mature at 20. They reach adulthood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
D&D
fine,
is
whatever.
basically
This is
like
funny.
humans.
They just live longer. Okay.
Okay.
So,
you guys make your way-
instead, we are 6.
Is make your way
Maybe-
back to the estate with all 5 creatures missing pets in hand. And because you have both cat and dog with you, they just kind of guide you inside the house. And again, in this house you see, I don't think I really mentioned it before, but in this kind of grand foyer, you see a bunch of pictures of different wild animals. You see 2 statues with kind of jaguars kind of perched on them in front of the staircase that goes upwards. Big house. So they lead you through the hallway and then outside again to the biodome, where Madame Harrington is petting one of her, petting the Pegasus that you saw earlier. As it's come down, it's laying down, as she's just sitting there, just stroking his mane.
Tato wants to go pet the Pegasus.
And she, Bertha turns around. Oh, welcome back. How did it go?
Well,
It
we
was
got them all.
fun. Yeah.
We got them. Do you want to see?
It was,
Oh, perfect.
we still have a berry.
Oh, well, you are more than welcome to enjoy that one, dear.
Do you want to share it, Tillet?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna try and break it in half.
Okay.
It's just a suddenly goopy mess.
I'm going to say make a dexterity check to see how, either dexterity or sleight of hand. I'll let you pick and see how precise you can be.
Wait, what are they
It
doing?
doesn't matter. It's a 12 either.
Oh, they're cutting it in half. Okay, I
They're
thought
cutting it in
somebody was
half.
trying to steal it. I was like,
No.
I'll steal it from both of them.
You managed to successfully cut it into two. One piece does seem slightly bigger than the other, though.
Oh, that piece is
Well,
mine.
Toddle is nice, and she'll say, "I broke it, so you can pick."
Oh.
When dog gets inside, dog is gonna face plant on the floor and then fall asleep.
All right. I'm just gonna pick the smaller one because now I feel bad. So now
Oh,
gonna eat it.
And
What's it taste like?
the sensation is just out of this world. You feel a burst of very flavorful taste that you've never really tasted before. It's really an exotic fruit flavor that is just, it's sweet enough that it's not overpowering. It's not extremely bitter either. It's that perfect blend of taste.
and Tillet and Toddle spend the rest of their life
You feel-
chasing this feeling.
Yeah.
feel
Chasing the
this-
dragon.
How
you feel this you feel this kind of like sensation in your body, like this kind of warmth in your body, as you just kind of feel very relaxed. You feel very good, like the endorphins in your body have just spiked. As you just
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
Snozberries.
how it feels to
Watching them
gum.
munch on this
How it
berry,
feels to have gum.
watching them munch on this berry happily, I'll just pull out the good berry that he had given us, and I'll just hold it up and go, because I'm a bird, so I have to peck it, and I'll just like start jamming my face into it. Good.
Yay.
So Bertha notices that you kind of walked over as you were kind of looking at the Pegasus. Oh, you want to give her a pet?
Yeah.
Bella here is very, very sweet. As she's
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
like,
She's gonna go up and kiss it, kiss it, and then pet it.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna take the box and I'm gonna go back to the animal enclosure
okay.
because I work there. Has it been repaired?
There are some loose kind of boards there, yeah. that are
So
kinda
I can put them in there without worrying about them running
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just, while they're having fun, I'll just pop the box open.
and all five of them burst out one at a time. Pretty much the same order that you guys got them in. Blaine runs up and he kind of gives his whole body a little shake as fire just flames in the air away from you. Like he trots his way over to like the deserty area where it's nice and hot. Then Clay comes out and he immediately heads toward like this like very rocky cavern looking biome. Little Sabrina is just making her way like into the forest.
Is that the little psychic one?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to pick her up and sit her on my shoulder and give her pets while the rest of them are.
All right. So she turns to you and she recognizes your face. And
I'll
she's
offer
kinda-
her a little good berry because it
Little
is the whole.
psychic one.
Yeah, she was the
Yeah.
one causing the illusions
Oh,
that you're seeing.
I was like,
She
hold on.
was
Which
able-
one could read my mind?
Sabrina. She was able to read thoughts and figure out what your darkest secrets or fears are. So she was trying to use it against you guys to kind of make you distraught.
What was the squirrely thing's power?
That's Sabrina,
Yeah.
the one with the big eyes that you transformed into.
Oh.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll feed her some of the berry that I have, and I'll just pet her and watch, make sure the other ones get to where they need to go, because I work there.
She just has her little paw. Her little paw is just.
Okay, we got a new subscriber. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hey. And then Elisa jumps out. She just zips
That
around.
is a guy I play with.
Thank you for using your prime on us, bud. Sorry, keep going.
Ooh.
Thank you for the.
Here comes the money.
Twitch Prime.
Money talks. Keep going, sorry.
Okay, and Elisa zips out as she's just kind of making her way over, like pretty much everywhere. But she kind of settles, kind of like in the grasslands, just enjoying the fields. That's the tall grass. And then finally, Glacia comes out, very like elegantly. She just kind of trots her way to the icy kind of tundra biome. And coming back to you guys with Bertha, she says to you, "Oh, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my poor little babies. I was so worried about them that they might have been hurt. But thankfully, they've all come back in one piece. Thank you so much for that." And
She's gonna say, "You're welcome," and glare at Kat.
Kat apologized, but okay. Kat will just kind of look a little sad and keep petting her friend. His friend. Its friend. I don't know what Kat is. Kat's a bird.
and she kind of reaches over to her other side, to her other hip, and she pulls out three pouches. As she, "Here, one for each of you."
Oh.
And inside these little pouches are gold pieces. It's a very hefty pouch.
Oh.
With about, I'd say, 1,000 gold piece in each.
Oh
in
my
each pouch.
goodness.
Wow.
Tigrid, can you? I can't count.
Tigrid takes it and he goes, "Yeah, do you want me to hang on to this or just count it?"
Count it. I like shiny.
Hearing shiny things, Kat will perk up again.
Tigrid immediately looks at Kat and just goes, "No,"
Pet.
and then goes back to counting it out. And he said, "You said it's 1,000?
Yeah.
It's 1,000,000." He doesn't finish counting it. It's 1,000 pieces. That would take forever.
You just know it's very,
He counts
it's
to,
very
like,
hefty.
42, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm done."
Yeah, exactly.
525,000.
So she's like, and now she's like running around and like, I'm so excited.
And so
456, 457.
And then
she turns to both the Kenkus and say, "For doing such a great job helping them, I will give you both a significant raise. Thank you so much."
High fives?
High five.
And then she says to you, "You are most welcome anytime, dears. If you ever want to come and visit, just come on by."
How about right now? I would love to see all of the other wonderful creatures that you have in this biodome.
Oh, perfect. She leads you into the biome again.
Yeah.
And
as you two start to walk off, Tigrid just kind of puts his hand on each of your shoulders and he goes, "Hey, listen, seriously, I need you guys to promise you're not going to run off again. You scared the crap out of me."
You pooped your
And
pants?
She looks at Tillet. She just kind of like looks at Tillet and is like, "Yep, I promise."
Yeah.
About what I expected.
Cat will walk up to Tigrid with the little ferret thing still on his shoulder, and I'll like motion for the ferret to jump on his shoulder, and I'll just go, kids these days.
It's more like the squirrel.
The squirrel. That's what I meant.
Yes.
The squirrel thing. Just boop it so he can pet it and have a nice little relaxing friend.
Mhm.
And so around you guys,
Yeah,
you
he goes, huh, tell me about it, right?
High fives.
High fives.
so you see these. All of a sudden, Sabrina's eyes just start glowing as these small little images. She's casting minor image of all these little dinosaurs, kind of just like prancing around.
Whoa.
All different kinds. You've got little T-Rexes kind of trotting about, little Brontosauruses, Stegosauruses, all of them.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Toddle is just gonna run up in the group of dinosaurs, and she's out of wild shapes, so she's just gonna.
Before we end the stream, I have to say, if Tillet wasn't a rock band, would he be called Skillet?
Stop. Stop. And on that note, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's got to be at least one pun every session. Minimum.
Oh yeah.
This is the standard we uphold ourselves to.
Oh, real quick. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Yes, happy birthday
Yes.
in the
Happy
chat.
I was gonna write it in chat, and I'm like, why would I write it on chat? Why don't I just say it on
You
stream?
have the power. You have the soapbox still, and not only are you in the stream, you're the DM.
Exactly.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Shout out to you.
All right, Dylan, anything else?
So with that, you guys spend the rest of the evening observing and interacting with all these different animals from all walks of existences or eras. So like dinosaurs, you've got a couple little wormlings that she's raising, and they even go by a very large cave that if the Kenkus were following,
Yep.
they kind of cringe and they kind of cower a little bit, as if you looked deep inside this cavern is a large red dragon
Oh my gosh.
I'm
with
just
this
gonna,
bright pink collar around her.
Can I pet that dog?
Bertha says to you, "Oh no, dear, I would not disturb her."
You got games on your phone?
I'm just gonna
And,
look up at Bertha and just be like, lady, who are you?
Tigrid just kind of calmly puts his hand on Toddle's shoulder, not in a way that's like, but like kind of in the way where the parents like, if this kid runs off, I need to be able to grab them.
And then
Can I pet
even-
that
you guys-
dog?
there's like a bit of a lower level, kind of near the lake, and when you guys go down this lower level, you have to see a very large, like almost like plexiglass type of thing, where you can see the inside the lake. You see all these creatures swimming around, from giant sharks to dolphins to whales and other aquatic creatures.
If she sees a frog, Toddle's gonna go, me.
Closer to the top level, as you guys are coming down, kind of like almost along the shoreline, you see a couple little frogs just kind of sitting there chilling. But yeah, so you guys spend the rest of the evening exploring this wonderful kind of almost zoo that she has going on, this wildlife preserve that she has going on in her own backyard.
Yeah, that
Um,
was you, Toddle. I
and-
almost said my own name.
So she gives you the tour of the rest of the biome, and she offers you guys to spend the night with her because it's late still. Would you guys accept it, or would you guys just carry on with your?
I would accept it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So there's a
This
bunch
is
of
Wonderland
rooms.
for the three of us.
The rooms that you guys are staying in, I'm not sure if you guys are staying in the same room, or just separate ones. They are over the top extravagant, like the finest of silks on the
Wow.
beds. Very like
king size, California's king size bed.
Oh my gosh.
Over the top, abundance of pillows that you don't need, all very fine details in them and designs and textures. Just very, very lavish, very expensive night stay. And then in the morning, she bids you guys adieu as you guys make your way back to the guild. And that is where we will end
Cool.
tonight's session.
I almost expected. Oh yes, clap, 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 clap. Almost
thank you.
expected us to wake up in the morning and suddenly we are trapped in the preserve. And
Suddenly
there's
you
In
are
a
one of
cage.
Banjos.
With
this
in a
horrible
cage
twist
with-
ending. It's weird. We are now part of the preserve.
with
Yeah,
Cat
something
just
had
standing
happened.
over you, holding your little like tooth and foot.
Oh,
If you guys animal races, I might have done that. But
Coffee
no,
Squad, you have a request in the chat.
Oh. what is up? Let me see. Before the stream ends, can Coffee Sloth say you got mail in his best AOL voice? Okay. You've got mail.
That
Alright,
was
Dylan,
so
on
on the nose.
Take us out.
I've never done that before, but thank you for making me do that. That was very fun.
Take us out, Dylan.
Oh, Luana mentioned it. This sounds like the origin story to Ashley's Jurassic Park one shot.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This felt like
Oh,
This is so
alternate
fun. I
universe
love it.
version of like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
love
so it was a bit of a mix of that and Lilo and Stitch. Obviously,
Oh, nice.
the creatures inspired that I homebrewed were experiments. From,
Oh, from the TV series.
I noticed that
Yes.
with the psychic one for
Nice.
sure.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Swirly.
so cool.
the Blaine was a mix of like two of them.
Mhm.
And then the rest of them were more based on. Actually, Glacia was the one who was kind of the furthest from an actual experiment, kind of like because there's an actual dog, like a Yorkie, or no, Shih Tzu experiment. So kind of like that, but a little bit bigger. Anyway, we will talk about that
Yes.
another time. So
Yes.
again, thank you guys for joining us so much. It has been a blast. It's for me to DM again after a little bit of an absence. So it's definitely a nice change for me. And I'm glad y'all were able to put up with it and enjoyed it as much as you did. So
Yeah.
That was
well,
awesome.
Thanks so
It
much.
was awesome. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much for
Dylan.
DMing, Dylan, and thank you to Jay for hosting once again.
Thank you so much,
Mhm.
Jay.
And thank you to everybody who watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
don't
Yes,
forget
thank you
to
so much.
Check us out again. Don't forget to check us out over on YouTube. We got our episode 1 up there from our campaign. And speaking of the campaign, don't forget to catch that on Tuesday with
Yep.
Serbs as our lovely DM. Anyway, it's been a blast. Have a good night,
Yes.
guys.